unmute music here.
There we go. Let's get right on into this.
Hope you guys don't mind the disgusting amount of space I take up. With
Yeah, you got a lot of
dice
shit
and
going on the table over here.
I'm sorry,
buddy.
I
Like,
just
damn.
like to see it all.
I like to think that if we all met up to play in real life, it'd just be like
I get this half of the table.
yeah, everyone's scrunched together as you have like 17 miniatures and like 20 dice. Anyway, welcome friends to another game of Skyfall 5th Edition. My name is Lucian, your DM as always, and I'm joined today by Ghostwatch, who last session was missing one of their members. Our friend Rook here was away, and so when they were confronted with the possibility of doing large amounts of combat, they diddled about in town instead. So, coming back to now,
We got a lot of important stuff done.
it's true, you did accomplish some things.
I don't think we really got much done at all, to be honest.
Thinking back on it, yeah, you gave a book to Gray. That's kind of useful.
Yeah, I made a friend for once.
Yeah, we got to talk to him.
That was big for me.
Coming back to now, though, you find yourselves at the base of the Small Peak Mountains here, and your group has been traveling over there for a little while, and down in the rocky outcrop where snow blows about, you can tell that you are being circled by winter wolves. The group of you five have made your way over, and upon seeing this, you've also noticed that off in the distance, there is a 20-foot opening into some sort of cave structure in the side of the mountain. What do you do?
Alright, Uchi, do you have any idea what's going on?
You've been
Whoa,
sick, my friend. How are you feeling?
There's just
Hey,
Pat.
just the orc lost his hangover, so he can actually be used today.
Sorry, I just don't know what got over me. What's? Oh, it's pretty cold outside.
Uh-huh.
Yes, indeed.
Rook. Time
Yeah.
to ride or die.
Does anyone
Oh.
have a rope by chance?
Wake up and it's time to ride or die.
I have a rope.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
got
Not
borrow
any
your
other rope,
rope?
Potter. Why?
It will help us greatly in the fights to come. Can I
For
borrow
what
it?
reason do you want me rope?
I
I'd
tossed
love
you
you
50
some
feet of rope.
Thank you, Jay. You're very kind.
I'd
Thank
love
you.
to get it out of my inventory.
Oh, okay. I'll keep mine.
Okay, so I'm going
Me
to...
rope. My rope is me rope. You cannot have me rope.
Let the man.
Well, I have a rope now, and I'm going to disappear. You guys start a fight, and I'll help from up above, okay? Start
Hey,
the
so
fight
he's-
right around here. And I'm
he's
going to
gonna
cast
be
rope
useless,
trick and climb up
is what
into my
I'm
little
hearing.
pit.
You're using it right now?
Yeah, there's wolves all around us.
Okay. So you see, holding the piece of rope here, a magical spell is cast, and suddenly the rope just extends up towards nothingness into the sky, and Braxton grabs hold of it and swings upwards, disappearing into nothing, leaving but a piece of rope that hangs out of a space roughly 10 feet up.
I pull up the rope, and I poke my head out, and I'm like, all right, just fight the wolves. I'm ready, go.
This is the kind of person I have a very hard time building a wall against. He just defies physics.
Yeah, I like the
They're
dwarf a lot more.
cool.
He's got some arms. I like him.
I've got arms, look. Poke them
They're
out.
way up there. Are there
think we were
like
planning
looking
on
around
going-
me? Are there actual wolves everywhere?
Yeah, so moving in between like the rocks over here and over here, there are large winter wolves that occasionally take a glance at your group and move from one place to another.
Are we in a cave? Is that where we are? Or
No,
so
we're-
the
we're
cave
in the
opening is
basement.
like over here. And
Okay.
this right here, I should clarify, is a raised area. It's an incline that goes up towards the large cave opening.
Okay, and then this is rocks. You said?
Yes.
Is this part of the mountain sloped in? Well, I guess it wouldn't matter. Everything is difficult terrain, by the way.
Oh, that's nice.
Uh-huh. It's snowy, and there's, what'd you say, like 10 wolves around us, something like that?
That was your estimate, yeah.
Did we want to fight these wolves earlier?
I mean, maybe we can always avoid the fight. Nah, there's money. I kind of want to kill these things.
Oh, okay.
Hey man, remember 3 gold per pelt.
There's a lot of them, though.
Lucian, I want to clarify on something actually before you go into combat.
Okay.
Frenzy says, so Frenzy you can make a melee attack as a bonus action essentially, but it says for every turn after this turn, so I activate Frenzy and I can't use it and I have to wait until next turn.
Yes, so you can't use it on the turn that you reach. Because that's
No,
a
like,
bonus action.
If you're worried, if you get in trouble, just climb up the rope. I'll throw the rope
No,
down
that's
again.
not what I'm saying, Josh. Like, you can activate Frenzy at any point during Rage, and then for every turn after this turn, you can use a melee attack as a bonus action. You can do a melee attack as a bonus action. So that doesn't include the turn you Frenzy.
Is this
Doesn't
frenzy?
Frenzy take your bonus action? Isn't that why?
Doesn't
It's
say.
because Rage takes the bonus action.
Well, it's... So, I'm not sure how this really works, because I've seen it both ways, is either choose to Frenzy Rage when you rage, or you can do it as a free action while you're raging, or you can take your bonus action to do it. Those are the three ways that I've seen while you're raging.
This is why I'm asking, Lucian, because it doesn't, really clarify.
So, as far as I can tell, because it says that you're going to be using a bonus action for this extra melee attack, but nothing else is specified, it just comes on when you're raging. So it's like in the first line, starting when you choose this path at 3rd level, you can go into a frenzy when you rage. That's it. Just you can go into a frenzy when you rage. There's no other restriction on it or anything like that, so...
Yeah. Well, I wanted to clarify, if I realize, a fight's going downhill, and I should probably start using Frenzy.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing, is I think that you have to declare frenzying at the beginning. Like, you don't rage and then partway through, then frenzy.
Okay, that makes sense then.
So,
Can he
it's a
spend
gambit, basically.
Can he spend another thing of rage in order to frenzy?
He could drop out of it and then frenzy again.
Okay, that works.
So, as far as I can tell, the gambit is basically you rage like a normal person, or you go into this better rage, but you have to suffer exhaustion afterwards, so...
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I knew how that worked.
Alright, are any of these wolves, within sight within 120 feet?
He said they were, within, really close.
Pretty close.
Yeah, they'd be
there.
within 120. You
Alright.
can see some that are moving around here
They're
right
within,
now.
60.
Alright, are we doing this?
If you get in trouble, climb up the rope. It'll be fine.
I pull out my mace and my shield.
What kind of coward is gonna climb a rope up into a little pocket dimension
Would
in
you
the sky?
rather die, or would you rather climb the rope?
I'd rather die than be a coward.
Then you can stay down there and die. And
I
everyone
think
will
I'm
be
with
fine.
him. Hey Braxton, do you know the motto of the group yet? Have we screamed it yet?
I don't think we
I
have.
don't think we have.
Why
Okay.
don't you initiate these two,
Oh no.
Rook? And I slap him on the back as I say that, and I cast Warding Bond.
Alright, I will cast Longstrider on myself.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Alright. Let us... And I'll pull out my longbow and ready a shot looking at Rook.
Great sword at the ready.
I put out my axe. Shitty, beautiful, wonderful, shitty axe.
My head just
And
popped out from the random point in the sky.
Provided I have a clear shot, I'll shoot this one.
I'll wait. Can I pause you on the shot?
Yeah.
I'll put my hand up. I'll take out my Horn of Gondor, and I'd like to blow it while screaming, "Ride or die!"
Anybody tell Rook
And then I'll
that there's
fire.
a giant here?
There's a response to your horn coming from this cave over here. Another horn that sounds like it's so large and powerful that it practically makes it feel like your organs are moving and wriggling around inside yourself as the sound wave passes by you all. And
Alright.
I'll have
I really
everyone
don't
please
know
roll
how to feel about
initiative.
And oh, okay. I was gonna shoot.
I don't know
That's
how
fine.
to feel about the horn in the cave, but I really like this ride or die.
I would have missed it
Yelling.
anyway. Which is very unfortunate because I'm down here now. Hey.
Damn.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, did I grab yours out of the air? Sorry.
There we go.
Go before me, Ira.
All right.
Who needs to be a dexterous character when you go first anyway?
Except I'm a fucking short dwarf that can't actually move very far in the fucking snow.
Yeah, no more 360 feet of running.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I'm fine with this.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack of yours, Phil.
Oh, okay. Cool. You get this off. That is a 16.
Okay. So 16 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll be right back while you roll that.
Alright.
Well, he's gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna do the same. Take like 5 seconds.
Enter combat. Everybody run! So that horn.
So how much was that?
That is 7 damage.
To this one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, there we go. So your shot flies out, and Yuri, it's your turn.
I think
He went to the bathroom.
Yuri and Rook just ran to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Like,
think they
alright.
thought you were gonna be gone
They
longer.
thought you were taking a longer break.
No, it's just a quick 2 seconds.
Hopefully it's not a rhino D.
And I'm back.
Okay,
Welcome back.
easy peasy.
It is your turn, Yuri.
Alright, I want to set my box down behind me, kind of in the center of all these people.
Mhm.
And I kind of want to grunt while doing it.
Okay.
I'm back.
And then I'll move a bit. He's up in the sky, so he's not actually there.
Yes.
I'm gonna waddle over to Jay and ready in action to hit the first wolf that comes within like 5 feet of me.
Okay. So that's your turn.
That is my turn.
Braxton, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna drop down. We're gonna get the necessary things needed to cast Hex.
Okay.
We're gonna Hex the one Ira hit already over there.
Okay.
And then throw an Eldritch Blast at it.
Yes.
Oh, that was
Nice.
I didn't keep hold of this.
Somehow I got a rope trick over in my spells.
11 plus 5, 16.
I know that Will was messing with spells earlier.
Yeah, one of those must have flown over to me.
Wait, that's yeah, 16? 16
Yep.
hit?
And also my warding bond card has disappeared.
Okay.
But I mean, I know what it does. I don't really need the card.
13
It's
damage.
pretty much always gonna be.
Dang.
There we go. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep, I'll pop back into my hole.
Okay. Irisville, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. I will use a bonus action to shift into a wolf and go over here to attack this one.
Okay.
Or actually, I'll go. Let's say right here, and I will ready an action to attack this wolf as it gets close.
Okay.
Whoops, whichever one gets.
Alright. Jay, you're up.
Alright, I am going to... This one over here is the one that's been hit, correct?
Yes.
It has been shot twice, and it looks like it's going to turn around to leave.
Okay. I am going to summon a spiritual weapon next
Okay.
to it. And swing. $15 or 16?
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yep, that'll hit.
Spiritual weapon is a D. Click it. Yeah, plus spellcasting. Okay, so +4. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Is that your turn?
I do have a question. It says that, oh, maybe I can only move it on subsequent turn. Never mind. Okay.
Okay. So after that, you see the wolves, they turn and look towards the cavern. And out comes a bellowing voice that shouts a bunch of words that you do not understand. And the wolves turn back towards you and charge you all.
Does Rook understand them?
Do you speak...
And Dwarvish.
Do you speak giant?
Nope.
Oh, I thought Rook spoke giant for some reason.
I know Dwarvish.
I'm gonna have to learn Orcish at some point. Very important.
For reasons, quote unquote.
For reasons.
Alright. You have a marker for this.
Do you want me to throw like a skittle when I'm in rope tricks so you don't think I'm actually like on the ground, or?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it might be useful to get a thing for it at some point.
Yeah.
What you could do is replace it with like a little, like one of the
Yeah,
Smarties.
a little skittle, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Smarty.
Let's swap that out for now. Yeah. So you can make your attack there.
Alright. Okay, that'll hit. I would like a strength saving throw, please. Of DC 13. Oh jeez, that's 9 damage. Yes.
Looks like we got the front of the pack.
Yeah, we did.
I like how I readied an action to attack a wolf, and one of the wolves didn't. Alright, there
There
we
you
go.
go.
I was like, this fucking cheeky ass wolf.
Okay, I need a dexterity saving throw from Yuri and Jay.
Do I get my
Oh,
attack
good.
as it runs up? Does that happen first or after?
I can do those first. So go ahead and do that. And Irisville, you can make yours as well.
I did. It
Oh,
was 7
illusion.
damage.
Whatever
Or
my
9
hex is
damage,
on,
sorry.
I'm
I rolled a 22 to hit,
Nice.
so.
I also rolled a 22 to hit.
Okay. I'll roll that strength check for you.
whatever my hex is on is going to be strength, so
Check
disadvantage on
pass.
strength checks.
Checks. Yeah, I'll say it's
That is 1, 2 damage again. I just add my strength, so that's a 7.
7 damage. Okay.
oh, you're not raging yet?
I have not raged yet.
Does a 15 save?
15 passes.
Dex
Am I able to
saving
rage
throw,
as a
you're in?
reaction? Dex saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait,
I
I
have
get advantage on
advantage
these.
because, yeah.
Anderson!
Good thing, too.
That's 21.
Okay. You both take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Then
And
there's a
hurts.
single attack on Rook. It's an 18 hit.
Yeah.
18 hits, okay. Let's see here. Rook, you take 10 points of damage as one of them bites you.
Damn.
That's half the 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you take 5 though.
I take 5 also.
Okay. And then it rolls around, and let's see here. Rook, it's your turn.
Okay. What am I engaged with currently? Am I engaged with the one to the left and right of Ira?
You are engaged with both of these two.
Okay.
So it's just tough to get them in there.
Yeah, big models.
Okay. Well, I'll slam this one.
The wounded
This one here?
I've already attacked this. For 9 damage, by the
You
way.
attacked the one to the north, didn't you?
This one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll attack this one then. The one to my left. Now, it's a great weapon master or not is the question, and I definitely think it is. It's a great weapon master strike.
Alright.
Oh,
14?
14 hits.
Almost a crit.
There you go.
That's not a roll.
That's not a roll.
Rolling the 2.
I like how that was in slow motion.
Nice, nice. 5, 8, 18 damage.
18 damage.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Great weapon master.
Alright,
Roll
you
the
get-
5, did 18 damage.
Yeah, it's like a plus 10 on the damage.
Plus
Yeah.
10 to damage.
Minus 5 to hit,
God.
plus 10 to damage.
So
Could
you
I-
get a really
oh.
heavy strike in, but this wolf is still standing.
Oh, that's so tempting to take Great Weapon Mastery at level 4 rather than the 2 stats.
Oh yeah,
Is that your turn there, Rook?
definitely is.
Yep, yep.
Because Reckless Attack?
Alright, Yuri, you're up.
I am rather angry after just being had frost. Like, there's a nip in the air, it's cold, and I just had a giant wolf breathe frost on me. I'm not happy, so I'm going to go into a frenzy with a rage.
Mhm.
Alright, and I'm just going to make an attack on this one, this guy.
Okay.
That fucker. Not going to Reckless Attack, though, not yet.
Oh,
Should have.
Should have. Alright, well, that's a 1.
okay.
Well, 1 plus, shit.
Is that the turn?
A 6. That is the turn.
Braxton, you're up.
Alright, we're coming back down, doing the same thing on the same wolf.
Yes.
Okay.
I made
Okay,
this
that
axe,
was
I
not
can't
a
drop
roll.
this axe.
Oof.
Oh, I should have kept the other one. That's not gonna hit, that's only an 8.
Okay. Is that the turn?
Alright guys, climb the rope if you're hurt. Yeah, that's my turn.
Fucking
Can I do it?
pansy.
You retracted the rope.
No, I said I put it down.
He's got it down right
I've
now.
got it down right now.
Alright,
A wolf
Irisville,
starts
you're up.
climbing it with his teeth.
Alright, I will attack that same wolf that Rook hit here.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Damn.
That is a 12.
12 misses, unfortunately.
Okay. That's my turn. Actually, I am going to use a key point bonus action dodge.
Okay.
Probably good.
Goodness.
Good idea.
Oh.
After that, Jay, you're up.
Hey, move the
Stupid
spiritual
monk wolf.
weapon, the same one. Smack it.
Silly, silly monk wolf.
I know.
12 misses, I'm assuming.
12 misses, indeed.
Okay, and then action cure wounds on myself. Okay, so that's 10.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright.
Too many models.
Too many wolves.
God damn.
So many wolves.
The rope is obviously an object which it can't pass by.
Go.
There are many wolves here.
3 attacks to you, Yuri.
Alright.
Oh boy. So I see an 18 in there. I see a 20 and I see a 14.
Oh,
14 misses.
Okay. Oh goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Alright, you take 11 points of damage plus. Plus another 16.
So
Whoa.
27?
Yeah, and then you can half that and round up.
Halved and round up.
Yeah.
So 14.
Unless it doesn't make sense, everything is rounded up.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
That would've
Holy
fucking
shit!
killed me.
Uh-huh.
2 attacks here on Yuri. Or sorry, I just did the attacks for Yuri. 2 attacks here on Jay.
About to say.
There we go. Yes.
Kill me.
I'll just give you some more. So that's a 17 is one of the high ones. Does that hit?
That misses.
Okay, so you're all good.
Okay.
Oh, I also need a set of 3 strength checks, or sorry, 2 of them from you, Yuri.
Oh, I'm just gonna roll both dice and we're gonna see what happens.
You have
You
advantage,
advantage.
don't you?
No, those are only dex.
Nope. You've got advantage on
Rage.
strength checks and saving throws when you're raging.
When raging. Oh,
Yep.
sick.
Which you are.
Well, that's the first one. I'm gonna assume whatever 18 plus 5 counts, so 23 on that.
Yep.
And
Nice.
that
Oh,
one.
Yeah, so you're good. Alright. So the 2 attacks on Jay missed, 3 attacks on Rook.
Come on, buddy, you gotta dodge for me.
Rook, that is a 18. Does that hit?
The 18s.
Rook? Oh, we lost Rook. Rook died.
He's gone.
18 does hit him though.
I'm sorry. What were the hits?
One's 18 and one's 23.
18 and 23 hits.
Okay, yeah, the other one's way lower. Rook, you take a total of... Okay, so the first one is going to be 12 damage. And the next one is 10.
So
Jesus.
11 damage to both of us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then after that, 3 attacks on Earsfield, disadvantage. The first one is probably a miss at 15.
Miss.
Yeah. Okay, miss. And how about a 16?
Miss.
Yeah. And it is your turn, Rook. What do you want to do?
I'll load in for a second here.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Is second wind a bonus action?
Yes.
Second wind?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go for a normal strike on the damaged wolf.
Okay.
Oof.
13.
13. 13 hits.
Rerolling the 2.
Okay.
Nice. 8 damage at it.
Okay. Alright.
Doesn't go down, does it?
Nope, it's still standing.
Well. Sorry, thinking for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
How is Jay looking? Like,
I'm fine.
okay.
Don't forget you get a +1 to your AC and saving throws, Rook,
Oh, do I? Okay.
because of warding bond.
Gotcha. Okay. That wouldn't have come into play yet, but it may
Right.
be in the future. I'm just gonna second wind for now.
Second wind? Okay.
9.
Alright, is that the turn?
Yep.
You're up, Yuri.
Alright, I want to do something fancy. I want to use my bonus action to hit the one that's heavily damaged, but I want to use my regular action to dodge.
Do that as a
That's-
barbarian.
I can do that, and I'm going to do that. That is my plan. I'm not reckless stacking because I don't want to cancel out the effect of the dodge.
So you can
I
make
have them attack me.
attacks as a bonus action when you're raging.
Yeah.
Well,
I
when
want
he's
to
frenzied.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't remember you
Frenzy.
saying the frenzy at all.
No,
You
yeah,
did.
that-
You did.
I
You did.
said frenzy. That's crit.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I need another die, and we going in. Get this fucker. Finish him off.
Nice.
That's janked.
Yeah, you can reroll that
That's
second
jank,
one
right?
there.
Give me another 9. Give me a 10. That's 3 still. 11, 14, 16 damage.
16. Okay. Alright, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Braxton, you're up.
Okay,
Not
let's
dead.
hope we can finish that one off. My head's popping out. I'm like, oh my, there are a lot of wolves. Let me help you out, my friend. Okay, pick up the damn dice. Oh god, 11. God, I'm
maybe
so
no.
useless.
Alright, that's a miss. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Irisville, you're up.
Okay, attacking that same wolf. A 13 plus 5.
Okay, yep, that will hit.
Alright. That is.
Nice.
Oh. That's a
There's
6.
6.
Look at that die. Look at it. It's beautiful.
It was a 6 before you
It's
moved.
a
It
6.
was a 6, and then he
That's
moved it.
13. I remember what it is.
13 to
No,
this one.
but
13 damage
Lucian
to
remember
the
what
one
it
that's
is.
heavily damaged, yes.
Gotta testify.
There we go.
Not a dirty metagaming liar.
God damn, these things are meaty.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Alright, Jay, you're up.
I look at Jay with sad puppy eyes as he looks at me, and I am nearly dead.
Okay, I'm gonna make the spiritual weapon attack against the injured one again.
Okay.
15?
15 hits.
Okay, that's not a D8. This is a D8. That was not a roll. Fuck! That's
Keep it.
It wasn't a roll. 6
Uh.
damage.
Okay.
And then Cure Wounds on Yuri there for 12.
Okay.
Sick.
Is that the turn?
That's the turn.
Alright.
Holy fuck, does it actually? It actually.
It's
No,
still alive.
Fuck.
Hmm.
God damn you, Lucian.
So 2 of the wolves turn to leave, running away, and some of the rest of the pack kind of take note of this and look off in that direction for a brief moment as they run away. But you're still left with quite a few, and
The
they do
opportunity
They
disengage.
disengaged.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
My money!
Okay.
Well, you know, they're nearly dead. Well, they might as well be dead. Think. Hope. I believe. I want.
I'm gonna
What is
roll a
that?
d4 and see who the favorite is today.
Who the favorite is today?
Okay.
I want
Apparently
them
it's
all to
yours,
just-
Phil.
I want them all to fly into
Okay.
the sky going after Braxis.
Oh shoot, I should have dodged.
I dodged.
Do I get an opportunity attack against that one?
You definitely do.
Oh,
Yay.
sick. I get one on that one.
Yeah. So an opportunity attack from Jay and one from Yuri.
The world's smallest mace coming into play here.
15 on me.
15
God.
hits. That 2 definitely doesn't.
I'm not even gonna say that.
He tried to get that dice off there real quick.
I still count rage damage, right?
Yes, yeah, on reaction
8.
hits. 8, okay, there we go. So you strike the one that has just left and ended up over here, and they quickly envelop around the other side of the fight here. There's still a couple that are fighting you guys, however. So one attack towards Jay, and then one towards Yuri. Jay,
I did dodge.
okay. 16, does that hit? Nope. Okay, and then Yuri with the dodge. They're both... Wow, okay, does a 21 hit?
Fuck. Yes, yes it hits.
You take half of 11 damage.
6.
And a strength saving throw, please.
I get rounds down.
Irrelevant. We'll find that out
Rounds
later.
up.
21.
21, okay. There we go. And a set of attacks over here, 2 of which are on Rook.
Oh god. Oh god, you're getting 5, buddy.
Let's see. So the
believe
worst
in you.
one was a 15. You're probably okay.
That one misses.
Okay. So then 5 attacks on Earsfeel. So here's the top 3.
Oh no.
Okay, so a 19. Does that
Hits.
hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. You take 8 points of damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Racing her 20s
There
on
we
strength
go.
save.
Get that. Yeah.
Okay, and then another set of attacks. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 hits.
Okay. You take some more damage. 11. And the roll is...
Shoot, let me check Direwolf here. I think that's an 11.
Okay. You are knocked prone for the final attack, which comes in, and... that is a 23.
Yep.
at least it wasn't a crit.
You take 10 more damage.
I am still a wolf.
Okay.
Oh,
Rook, it's your
Still
turn.
wolf.
I'm gonna great weapon strike the one to my direct left.
Okay. Ooh, 12.
12?
Okay. 12
Does it hit?
plus...
Just 12.
Oh, just 12. You miss, unfortunately.
Great Weapon Master.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll action surge it. One more great weapon strike on it.
Okay.
As he gets another 12.
Nope.
No, it's a 2 this
I would
time.
have missed anyway.
Okay.
Get rid of the 1.
Oh, that's not
That's
looking
it.
too great. Is that the turn?
Yeah.
Right. Yuri, you're up.
I want to fucking reckless attack, double attack
Okay.
this wolf to the south of me. So here's the first attack. That is janked as fuck.
Yeah, you can reroll
Yeah.
that one.
Only has playing a champion. That's a 24.
24 hits.
And this is the other attack. And that's a 23.
Okay. Go ahead and roll those damages.
And do I get the rage bonus only once, or do I get it twice?
Unless it says it only applies once, then you should get it on both of them.
On every attack.
Okay. Do you want me to reroll the second one? I'm not supposed to have advantage on the second one.
Yeah, you are.
Yep, you
No,
are.
you
Yeah.
can only reckless attack the first attack.
no, reckless
Well,
attack
nah.
persists through your turn.
It's
Yep.
for everything.
Oh, does it really? Oh,
Yep.
sick. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to
know
read
as
a lot
much
of
about
rulebook,
Parade.
aren't I?
Man,
Don't worry, I got
Not-
you.
it's not the most worded, not the cleanest. There's a lot of things that
Jim,
interact
Jim
with
and I
each
know
other.
a lot about the bard. We'll
Yeah.
be able to help.
9. I get strength on both of those, so 9 plus 6 plus 4. Oh, 19?
18. Okay. I'll definitely hit 4. Oh, sorry, that's the damage from the 2. So 19 on the closest one to you.
Yep.
Okay.
That one.
So that's its first wound, so it's definitely still standing.
But it ain't happy about it.
Is that the turn?
That is the turn.
Okay. Braxton, you're up.
Running away with my hex? I don't think so, Wolf. Please say.
Please.
God damn it,
Braxton. Hey, I feel you, bro.
Braxton's so bad. That's my
Hey,
turn
can you
again.
stop being useless up in your rope treehouse thing?
Hey, the dice, you know, I'm gonna transfer that dice out. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Earsfeel, you're up.
Okay, I will attack the wolf that is next to Rook near me right here. And that is a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
For Oh, 6 damage.
Okay.
And a strength saving throw, please.
Oh,
On this one right here.
On, yes, that one right there.
That's a failed strength save. So that one is
Okay,
knocked over.
he is prone. Also, I stand up, by the way.
Hoochie
Okay.
murdered the shit out of that. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Probably gonna stand up
And
in
then
time.
I will use my other key point to dodge again.
No, right?
Alright. Jay, you're up.
Use your spiritual weapon to murder the shit out of that one.
Swing over next to the prone one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and attack that one. 20.
20. Okay. 20
Yeah,
definitely
that
hits.
+6 to hit.
Yep, that was them.
9 damage to that one.
9 damage. Alright. Okay.
And for my action, am I within melee of this guy right here?
You are.
I'm gonna just world's smallest mace that one, hopefully.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that the
Almost
turn?
janked.
It was pretty close to being janked, but
It was pretty close
yeah,
to
that's
being
my
janked.
turn.
Okay. Let's see here.
Tabletop physics.
Okay, 2 of the wolves run away, disappearing. And let's see here.
That's only 8 attacks per turn.
A dexterity saving throw from Yuri and Jay. As one of these wolves opens its maw, exhaling a bunch of frost that covers the 2 of you.
14.
14. Okay, that's fine.
That's a 9.
Okay, that's a fail. So you'll take full damage here. And luckily it's only 3. So
Oh.
it's not too bad.
What?
Beautiful.
So I take 1 or 2 points.
Oh, sorry. I'm smoking crack here. I didn't roll nearly enough dice. Let's
Oh,
let's do that again.
oh no.
We keep the first roll, and then like add the rolls to it.
It should have been 26. My bad.
God.
It's a big
Oh.
difference.
Wow,
God.
I'm unconscious.
Okay, and then I need a
Even with
dexterity
attack.
saving throw from you there, Jay. Again.
Even with no, I didn't pass the save.
Oh, you don't
So
get
does-
because
You
it's
just
magical.
auto fail this one, I'm guessing.
Oh, he just
Great.
takes a death save. 3. Okay, so you'll take the full damage of this.
I'm gonna go unconscious.
God.
So that's 10
Fucking
plus 17 damage total.
Okay. Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
God damn.
And then seeing the 2 of you fall over there, the rest of you notice how these wolves look over their prey, and instead of running to attack you, they grab your companions' bodies and start to drag them away. And Yuri, you have 1 failed death save.
Oh, rip this character.
And
Ball. Jesus.
Rook, you don't have resistance to everything anymore?
2 attacks on Rook. Okay, Rook. The worst of those is a 14, so you're probably fine.
Yeah.
And 3 attacks on Irisfeel. The worst is an 18.
Disadvantage?
Oh, yeah, let's get those. There we go. I forget that wolves dodge in this world. Okay, so that one's fine. Okay. Alright. That one might be a hit. 16?
Nope.
Okay. And you're good.
Wow.
It's your turn, Yuri. A death saving throw.
So,
Rook?
Gonna be
Or sorry, Rook.
alright.
Jesus. is looking grim, isn't it?
Maybe the giant will just enslave us, rather than killing us.
That better.
Well, I mean, we won't be dead.
Hmm. Are the two wolves having a tough time dragging the two wolves away? Anything or no?
They're picking them up right now, and they look like they're fairly formidable. Like, these are definitely strong wolves, and you don't think that they're going to have much trouble carrying away your companions.
God, there's just so much. I don't think I can help.
Disengage, sprint through their gap, make it to where they can't run. Sorry, ignore me.
It's an action to feed someone something, yeah?
Yes, depending on what it is.
Feeding someone a good berry.
Yeah, that would be an action.
Oh my god! If I run away from this position, like this way, I'm taking 4, yeah?
Yeah, you'll get 4 opportunity attacks.
Oh my god!
And you will have to make strength saves if any of them hit, right? And be knocked
Yeah.
prone.
All I can do is I'm gonna go for a smash on the one to my left.
Okay.
It'll might as well be Great Weapon Master.
Oh right, we have a fifth
Good
That's a
point.
nice 12.
12. Okay,
Not a hit.
that's a miss.
All I can do.
You didn't Great Weapon Master that.
I did. I said might as
Oh,
well
you
be.
did. Oh, okay. Thought you said I won't be.
Alright, you're up, Yuri.
Alright, time
Here's
to
the
roll my
roll.
save and hopefully not roll a 1.
Oh,
Hey.
That's fast!
Oh,
alright, so
That was
one
close.
pass, one fail. After that, it's your turn, Braxton, as you're up here in your little rope trick.
I think it's time to get down from here.
Is
How
that what
much
the
movement?
situation says?
How much time to get down?
If you're gonna just climb down there, I would say it takes probably about, like, let's just say 10 feet of your movement.
Alright, so I'm down and running over. Or can I move? Because I'm next to that
Wing
one.
the.
That does not
you know,
wanna
I'm
move.
coming.
Take.
Are you able to not move the thing?
Yeah, every time I pick something up, it like drops it instantly. I don't know.
That's weird.
Weird.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna run over this wolves dragging my party away. Or can I not run?
You're
the other wolf?
like right here.
Well, either way, I'm gonna scream at them and cast Ray of Sickness on the one holding J. Hopefully to deter it.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
Alright, that's finally gonna hit with a 19.
19.
It's
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
for 4
4.
for damage, and if it there's a saving throw involved, and if it fails, it's poisoned.
Con?
Yep.
Con, yes.
Alright, well, unfortunately the wolf passes the save, getting a 14. However, I would like you to make for me a intimidation check.
Good. 8, not very good.
Okay, so you leap out and cast out this ray hoping to get the beast to leave, and you get a strike, but the spell A doesn't seem to fully take hold, and B doesn't seem to stop it at all.
all I can do.
Okay. After that, Braxton and then Irisfield, you're up.
Okay, well, I am just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
Cause, shoot, man.
Jay, you're up. One pass, okay. Let's see here. Alright, we're gonna roll strength for these wolves and see how far they manage to carry away your friends. This is for Jay. And, okay, that's a mediocre roll. And then for Yuri, that's a very good roll. Okay.
Fuck me.
So this one manages to drag Jay right to about here, and this
Oh,
one
jeez.
gets far enough that you can't see Yuri as it makes its way over here and then pulls him around a corner. And then there's some attacks over here. Let's see. Okay. 2 attacks on you, Rook. One of those is a 24, and the other one is a 20.
Both hit.
Okay. So the first one does 8, plus... First one does 12 damage, and the second one does 12 damage as well. And a whole bunch of disadvantage attacks.
Both at 12, yeah?
Yeah.
Why advantage on Rook?
What?
I think it's on you.
No, I said disadvantage on Irisfield, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're attacking you right now.
Got it.
So that one's a miss. You have what do you have an AC of?
17.
17? Okay. Miss. 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 Finally. Okay. 5 misses. It is your turn, Rook.
My god!
Oh, the spiritual weapon is gone as well.
Illusion.
Yes.
This will be something interesting. Can I deliberately take the last attack?
Deliberately take the last attack.
Yep.
Like, not make any attempt to dodge or anything like that?
Yep.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
So it's your turn, Rook. What do you want to do?
So as in, does it hit me?
Oh, you mean like
Or-
retroactively for all the rounds that we just did?
Well, then not
He
the
wants
last
to
round,
get
just
out
the
of his
last
form.
wolf that was the attack. Like choose one of them and just like lean into the fight or something as they're all hitting.
I'll roll luck for you. Otherwise, it'll have to be on this next one coming up.
Okay.
If it's a 10 or higher, then you can travel back in time. And I'll just leave that there. It's a nat 1.
All right. No time traveling for me.
What's the plan, then, Rook?
I don't know. I can do only one thing. Keep swinging for the fences, am I right?
Great weapon, master. One in
Go
drought.
for the rope.
This is great
Look,
weapon,
man,
right?
Yeah, it's a great weapon. It'll work eventually.
Oh,
13!
you did?
That's a hit.
Seven, 10, 20 damage.
On which one? This guy right here?
The one directly to my left, the damage one.
Okay.
Can I like...
Damage.
I don't kind of think of a way if I can try to intimidate it with it, but I don't think I can.
Do you want to shout some mean words at the wolf in the corner?
Can't just be bestial screaming.
Sure.
I want a bestial scream at that wolf.
Okay, go ahead and make for me a straight... well, this is going to be intimidation, but you basically have to roll insanely high. You're going to have to breach a 20.
With bonuses, with
Yeah,
what?
for intimidation.
Oh no.
That's a net one!
Your voice cracks. Okay, is that the turn?
Yeah.
A death saving throw from you, Yuri.
God, I don't know if it even matters. I've been dragged across the... I'm getting some Bloodbane vibes right here.
Yep.
Ah!
Okay. Braxton, it's your turn.
Can I have
This
my
character.
familiar go deliver a good berry into Yuri's mouth?
How far can your familiar fly, I guess?
100 feet.
In one turn? It has
That's,
a move speed of 100 fly?
well, I'm just saying how far I can be with it. I'm not sure about the other parts. Question, let's find out.
Because unless you specify where it is, if you want to do anything in combat with your Raven, I'm going to assume it's basically on you. So it has a fly speed of 50 feet, according to this. So you could dash it over there, and then it could deliver the berry next turn, I suppose.
Okay,
Do you want to do
do
that?
that. Yeah,
Okay. And it's
Let's get
going
in the
to
middle of
Jay or
both of
to
them.
Yuri?
I'm going to the middle of both of them, and next turn I'll decide.
Okay, so how about you go ahead and take a random Smarty
Hold
and
on.
then rename that. I'll duplicate one for you here. There you go. Make another, make one of them Raven. And then you can put it wherever.
I'm looking through my spells. Where is this Smarty?
Next to you.
Let me read one spell really quick. Don't know if Bear the Dying has a range to it.
I think
No,
it's
it's
touch.
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 Is it touch? Okay.
It's the worst
Can't do
range.
Alright. Yeah, we're running. I'll rename this.
Okay, so you send your bird off, and does it
Oh,
take...
I was gonna run part way, right? I was gonna start
If you-
sprinting toward him.
If you just walk part way while disengaging, you can use the bird. Like, that's 65 feet, so that's like perfect range.
So,
Can I run and can my familiar run in a turn?
so on your
Your familiar is
spell, does-
supposed to have it. The familiar is supposed to have his own initiative order.
yeah, so
Technically, reading this spell, it says that he has his own turn.
yeah, so if you're not doing anything with him, then I don't really bother putting him on the initiative bar. If we are going to be doing something with him, we'll just assume he's immediately after Braxton. So if you want to disengage, move partway over here, and then on the next turn send your bird from your shoulder somewhere, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, so go ahead and move yourself your 30 feet or whatever it is. And
Let me just not dis. Well, that's probably.
yeah,
dumb.
you can take the attack if you want, but it might knock you over.
Is
Is the
it
thing.
gonna be one attack?
Yes, yeah, you're only near one of them.
Oof. I think we have to do that because the wolves are gonna run away some more before I get them.
Your familiar goes right after you.
So as in it hasn't gone yet.
So if you move 30,
Oh.
then the raven can go 50 feet
Oh,
past that.
Okay, we're
It
doing
is
that.
difficult terrain, so if you
Yeah, you
move,
can
only
move
move
15.
Then I'm just gonna not disengage and sprint the whole
Well,
way.
no, it's 65 feet from you to me. Your bird can move 50. So it's literally the perfect range if you want to go for
okay,
me.
okay, I see. Then I'll disengage. Move 15. Got it.
And then send bird.
Then send bird.
Your bird doesn't even have to sprint because it is the 50 movement speed.
Okay, so the
Okay.
bird goes over here, and it has dashed. And
It
next,
is not
Wait,
dashed.
it did not dash.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So this one can drop the item here straight into Yuri's mouth. So Yuri, you have a single hit point.
Alive! God, I'm so proud of you, Will.
It was
I
tough.
realized what
We
you
got
could do
there.
to save me from the start, and I was just like, no, I'm not gonna tell him. Fucking me and Josh were just like steam chatting about it.
Is that your
We got
turn?
there eventually. Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay.
Raven's turn.
And you're up, Irisville.
Okay. Well. Shoot. Oh, I'm gonna have to hope. I'm gonna dodge again.
Okay. And you're up.
Too much damage.
Jay, time for another save there.
Oh,
Hey!
yes!
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, God shines!
Now, this is at the end of my turn,
God's
right? So
favors.
I am still prone at 1 hit point.
Yes.
Fantastic.
You live
That
to
is
see another day.
The perfect position. That's what I'd like to be.
Another
Right.
round, I should say.
And I can't use any action, right? Like I can't cast
Yeah,
a spell on myself.
Your
or
turn's
anything.
done.
You can play
Okay.
dead.
So the first thing I'm going to do then, if that's the case, is I'm going to roll and see if the wolf perceives that you're not actually dead. So I'm going to roll a perception check for the wolf. And I'd like you to also tell me, are you going to attempt to do something next turn? Are you going to try and play dead? Like, what's the plan?
I am going to just continue letting this wolf drag me
Okay.
until it's my turn again, until I feel like I can like move and do things.
Okay, let's see here. Okay. So the wolf continues to drag you, and you're not sure if it knows if you're still awake or not. It's like your senses start to come back to you, and you open your eyes briefly for a second, and then close them when the situation becomes, like a reality that you're aware of. And now we're going to roll strength for it and see how far it manages to take you. Okay, it's not too good
I am pretty heavy with all my
with all your
splint
stuff.
and shit.
Yeah.
Drag
Gets
you
to
through the
about
snow.
here. And then, let's see here. The wolf makes an attack on the bird
Oh no.
and gets a
Is it-
15.
Rip bird.
Pretty sure Brett Bird.
Bird is super dead. Okay, so as the bird delivers this berry, it manages to do so, but while it's leaving, the wolf's jaws come up and it just explodes into a burst of magical smoke. And then
I'll never forget you, my prince, my sweet prince.
afterwards, the wolf growls for a moment and then looks back down towards you, Yuri. Yuri, are you going to play dead?
So he's dropped me on the ground. I'm no longer in his mouth.
Yes. It's standing like over you though. Like it's right beside you.
Okay, I'm no longer raged because I
When unconscious.
went unconscious.
So it's not like your turn to act or anything, but in the event that the wolf is looking towards you, like, are you just gonna attempt to lay there and pretend to be dead?
I'm going to pretend to be dead
Yeah.
for now.
Okay. Let's see
Until
what
like
comes
I
up.
realize my life is dead.
Okay. You get the feeling as the wolf turns back towards you that it knows that you are still alive and it growls in your direction, not over towards the where like the bird came from or anything, just staring straight at you. And you think that the ruse might be up.
Okay.
Back over here, there's a couple of attacks. Here we go, Rook.
Ride or die era.
So 16 and 12.
Right below the AC.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
And then for Irisville, you dodged again, right?
Uh-huh.
Here we go. You have had
many
good luck
wolves,
so
man.
far.
Yeah.
Too many wolves.
Too many wolves.
So it's 15.
This
Oh,
is-
that's 2 2s, so you're good there. Miss. 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 Okay.
Wow.
You are alright. And it is your turn, Rook. What do you want to do?
Woo! I know one lifestyle, and that's to keep hitting.
All that shake and then he just stops.
Suddenly regret. Is that the one lifestyle? Is this great weapon or is it just normal?
I don't think a normal attack will kill it. That's the fear.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to hit
You're
it
gonna
eventually.
crit this one. You know you are.
Believe
I know I'm
me,
gonna great weapon strike. Did somebody say?
Oh,
great weapon
Hey, okay, alright. Yeah, you actually hit.
Come on, Rook. Where are those sixes?
Right? I don't know, man. 11, 21 damage.
21 damage. Okay. There we go. You get another heavy strike on this wolf and don't kill it, but you get the idea that it is so wounded now that it is going to leave and flee for sure.
Keep beating your fucking skull in.
Is that the turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, it is your turn, Yuri.
Alright. It knows.
Yeah, you're
I'ma
laying here on the
stand up.
ground, and it's staring at you like it knows what you're up to, and it's contemplating what to do with you.
I growl back at it, and I stand up.
Okay. The 1 HP man.
And then... the pussy I am takes a dodge action.
Okay.
Growl!
Alright. So it's your turn there, Braxton.
Okay, we're running. I can get what, 15? Since this is
Yep.
where each of these squares are.
5. So you
So
get
you can
3.
move 3. It should show a thing though for your character. So like right there would be 15, right?
I got some of the characters. Okay, that's not very far. Can I can't see that wolf yet with Yuri, can
Yeah. You can see Jay over here with his, but not the one over here.
I? Okay.
Weird ass rock. It's just like a cliff face. It's just a wall, like a plaster wall put up there.
Mm-hmm.
Purposeful.
Oh shit. That can't. Great.
Do you ever do poison damage for the ray of sickness?
It
Okay.
didn't.
It didn't poison. It
take
just the initial damage.
Oh, sorry,
Can't-
sorry.
I can't reach Jay with Ray of Sickness, but I can Eldritch Blast it.
Yeah.
That's about all I can do. Maybe that'll help him out. That's what we're gonna do. Eldritch Blast the one with Jay.
Okay.
God, Braxton, you suck. 12.
Okay. That's a
Oh,
miss,
no.
unfortunately. Is that the turn?
Yeah.
Alright, you're up, Earsville.
Alright, I dodge again.
15 dodges isn't enough. Let's go for 20.
I mean,
think-
you know what?
I don't know if it's gonna end, dude. I think that you're just gonna dodge them all.
It's
For
working
eternity.
well.
Until she drops out.
Yeah.
Jay,
it's
it's
3
your
hours
turn.
later.
God, I just.
Alright. Jay stands up.
Mhm.
I am going to regret the shit out of this, but I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
Okay.
Please give me a good roll.
He's gonna full heal himself.
No! Fuck! Okay, well, this is what I was gonna do anyway.
How much
so
HP is that?
That's 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to, because it's half my movement speed to stand up, right? So I have 20 feet left.
Yep.
Which is only 10.
You have 10 feet, yeah.
Would I know how far I've been seeing these creatures move on their turn? Does it look like they move about pretty freely in the snow?
It seems that they do.
Okay. Then... spiritual weapons coming back. Next to this thing.
Jay stands up for himself.
Uh-oh.
18.
That's a hit.
Oh,
12 damage.
12. Okay. There we go. Creature still stands. Is that your turn?
Yeah. I'll probably scream so that, because I don't know if anyone knows I'm alive, because as far as I know, I thought I was dead, so I'm gonna scream ride or die as loud as I can.
Okay.
To let
I'm
people know that I'm.
revitalized. Rick goes to full health.
In my attempt at bardic inspiration there.
We're
With
gonna roll to see
determination.
who the new favorite is.
Oh no!
They
Definitely
without being
Iris.
able to hit me.
Definitely Iris.
It's definitely still here. Yeah.
The wolf beside you, Yuri, before it leaps at you, it stops and then it just howls into the sky. And as it does, all the wolves, their ears like perk up for a second, and they all just start running in your direction.
Oh,
You're
no.
What? What?
We get
Couldn't have growled at it.
Let's see here.
Running in the direction of Yuri.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So let's see.
Help.
Right about there. Okay.
Sacrificial dwarf. Get to the chopper.
Are these all disengaging?
Yeah.
I want to slap the shit out of that wolf.
You have some friends, Braxton.
You
I
can
think
make an
we're fine.
opportunity
No.
attack on a number of these if you would like, as they run past you, just like a pack over towards this direction.
Can I
They
slap the low
disengaged,
health
though.
one?
No, not you, Braxton.
Oh.
Oh, I get some?
You get an
Hey, wait,
opportunity
wait.
attack.
Alright, I'll
If they
smack it.
disengage, they don't take
Do I
damage.
really want to smack it?
Yeah, they
though?
disengaged, so wasn't that for the entire turn?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
offering
true.
him a chance to hit one of them.
Okay, okay, alright, okay.
Ah.
You're offering me a chance
Guys,
to
just
get a
shut the
wolf.
fuck up for a
Okay,
minute.
alright.
You're offering me a chance to get a wolf interested in me.
Yes.
I don't know if that's the best idea.
It's a catch-22.
I don't think I'm gonna hit it. I think I'll just let him run by.
Just like hold up your hands while they just go past you.
I'll just like stand still.
Okay, alright. Meanwhile, over here, this wolf has just been hit in the side of the head and is not very pleased with you and lunges in your direction. And that is a 17, Jay.
No dice.
No dice. Okay, he misses.
Feels right.
Very literal in this situation.
And after that, Rook, it's your turn.
Can I, like, crouch down a little bit?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The Ghostwatch classic. Yeah. I'll hop onto the Era train, and
Okay.
I'll eat one berry.
Alright.
Get ready to attack, Rook. God damn.
Yuri, you're up.
Or I can't prepare.
Alright.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Can
Get
you
outta here.
explain to me how this fucking rock right here looks?
So that right
I
there
need
is
to know
just
now.
like, it's a jutting piece of jagged rock that comes out of the ground and forms a break in sight, like a wall almost, with a sharp
How
point. at the
high
top.
is the wall?
Let's see. The wall is about 7 feet tall.
How tall are these wolves?
The wolves, roughly about the size of a dire wolf.
Like
Pretty big.
height-wise.
Like height-wise, probably about as tall as you are.
Yeah, like 5 feet. Alright, I want to disengage and climb up the fucking rock.
Sure. Okay. So go ahead and make for me an athletics check, please.
God help me. I'm supposed to be good at these, but I believe it could be worse. I think that is a 12.
12. Okay. So you're able to climb up and try to scale this. Are you trying to deposit yourself on the other side or get on
No.
top of the rock?
Get on top.
Okay, you're now on top of the rock, and you still have half of your movement speed left.
I want to move as high up this rock as I can go.
Okay, so go ahead and make for me a second check. Same thing.
Can I do it
And if you...
carefully so I don't fall off?
No, because that would involve having a lot of time on your hands.
I believe. It's 13. It's better than
Okay.
the last roll.
So you managed to get over there, and now you're actually scaling further and higher up. And the pack acknowledges that you're up here, and they look at you, and it's pretty clear that you're out of reach at this point, now that you're really high up.
I won't.
Sorry,
Wanna fight
Braxton.
Dear God.
Is that your turn?
No, I want to just fucking yell. I heard Jay yell. I was like,
Who's measuring
"Ride
to
or
the rope?
die!"
Or maybe climb a rock.
Okay.
And I climbed up the rock.
Braxton, it's your turn. The wolves here are running past you, and you just decide not to interrupt them. They're going over towards where Yuri is, but when he climbs onto a rock, they stop for a second at the base of the rock here and pause, and then turn around.
What are they looking at when they turn around?
Maybe yourself.
Okay, good. Wonderful. Can I disengage and run the fuck over here?
Yes, you can.
Alrighty. Run as far as I can towards. I can't get to my rope, right?
You have 15 feet, so that would be... Yeah, you can get, like, here.
Oh, God. Can I make another rope? No, I can't, because I don't have a rope. Because I used it on the other spell.
I should have asked for 2 ropes.
Why didn't I ask for 2 ropes?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
in a little bit of a pickle there.
Disengage and I run.
Disengage and go back to the rope.
Back to the rope.
Okay. Interesting. You back up, stepping away, and Irisville, it's your turn.
Okay. Knowing
Everybody up the rocks.
Rook how I do, I am going to move this direction. Let's see. Yeah, here, and then last little bit of my movement over to here, kind of wedging in by this rock here.
Rook failed his deck save.
There's just a lot of fuckery
And
going on
I
there.
just- I'll make an attack on
So how did-
that wolf.
How did you do that with a dash in difficult terrain?
I do. First of all, I don't have difficult terrain as direwolf. That's this
Yeah,
last
he-
time, as I'm big enough.
He asked you about that, and you said he didn't have
Gotcha.
disadvantage.
He's like, shit, these wolves could have been dashing all over the place.
That's not a dash. I have 50 move speed as a direwolf, plus 10 as a monk, plus 10 for long strider, 70.
Jesus.
I'm just fast as hell and never show it.
And so, okay, so Long Strider would have been at the end of last session?
No, I used it at the beginning of this
When
one.
I cast Warding Bond on Rook, he used Long Strider on himself.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
before we engaged in combat, and it lasts for an hour, non-concentration.
Okay.
Yep, and then I will make a single attack on this wolf, and does a 13 hit.
13 does hit.
Okay. Ooh, there we go. That is 11 damage on this already very heavily damaged direwolf.
Okay. Go. So with this bite, you managed to actually kill this wolf. It's the first one that you've downed.
We've been
Okay.
fighting for like an hour.
That's my turn.
Okay.
That's 3 gold, guys. We did it.
Ching!
Go home!
It's your turn, Jay.
Okay. You said you can make an aimed attack with a weapon if it like increases the AC, right?
An aimed attack?
Like, I want to try and use my spiritual weapon to bash this thing right between its eyes. Try and, like, disorient it so I can run away.
I
able to
have
do
no
that?
idea what aimed attack is. I have no idea what that is.
Basically, he wants to target a part of the body.
I want to target its face,
A
basically.
specific
is what
part
I'm
of the
saying.
body.
Oh, I see. In hopes
Sorry,
of getting
the
some sort of
face.
effect.
Yeah, in hopes that, like, if I hit it between its eyes, it might, like, blink for a second and I can run away.
Sure, if you can hit it and get, I'd say an 18 or higher on the hit, then you're accurate enough to hit it directly between the eyes here. And
Okay.
you'll be able to run away without having to suffer like a disengage.
Oh, he does it.
There you go.
23.
Okay, so the spiritual weapon lands, and for a brief moment, the wolf is, like, discombobulated here. Taking...
8 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my action to dash.
Climb the cliff. To the rock.
And run 40 feet this direction.
Okay.
I have, the, what's it called? And I'd also, like,
Bubble flip.
after I bash it, I'm gonna, oh right, I forgot this thing doesn't get the...
Did yell out, like, ride or die or climb a rock, so if you wanted to climb a rock, it's not out of character to know it works.
Nope, I am running for the rope that I can still see hanging.
Ah, let's go for that.
Okay, when you use the dash action, difficult terrain does not cost you extra movement that turn. Mobile feat.
Ah, sweet. I did not even know that.
So you can move your full 80. Unless Illusion's like, nah.
Is that legit or no, Illusion?
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
I am
It's fine.
full on
I
booking
hear
it.
the illusion like these fucking metagaming
It's
min-maxing
fine as
assholes.
he like puts his fingers together and runs them.
Is that the
I have
turn?
a feeling Jay is dead as fuck, but yes, that is my turn.
You see as all the wolves turn away and retreat, disappearing beyond the rocks. You have a pretty good vantage point. You can see where they're going. Most of the wolves are kind of going in between the rocks and whatnot, and eventually make their way up, all meeting to head in towards the cave up here. You even see injured ones from previous, like making their way into the cave from different areas.
Alright, I see this and I just want to yell, alright, everybody run away! And I just want to like, run.
You are no longer in combat.
I want to go down
Can
the
we just
rock without
dash?
killing myself.
Jay is not stopping. I'm sprinting to the rope and climbing up.
Okay?
I'm giving Irisfeel a big bear hug on her back.
I'm gonna go up the rope too.
Alright, yeah, I'll move over here right to the rope. So
Did you grab the dead body,
basically
guy?
step up.
Grab the wolf.
And then I will go over here and try to, put my paws on this rock and help Yuri down. Cause
Help me down. I have 1 health. If I fall, I die.
yeah. So I'll kind of like use my body as a ladder and let him go on me.
Okay.
Over this way.
Hey, it's nice being able to not have to tread through the snow.
Can we just all run? I don't want to.
I don't think
so
we
Can
should
we just
stay
leave?
here.
That giant's just gonna reach up to the pocket dimension and like swat us down.
Grab your rope and let's run.
Yeah,
So,
grab the
You
rope.
can't actually see past the pocket dimension. Like, the door is invisible.
It's invisible.
So if you
He can't.
pull
He
up the
wouldn't be able to
rope,
grab through there.
like if you pull up the rope, you guys basically are nearly undetectable.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I just
But when we come out, we're still in this place.
Yes.
it'd still be in this place, and maybe the giant walks.
I can go
over and
make
smacks
another
his
rope
head on it.
farther down the road. We can run. It's fine.
Just grab. Can't you just pull this rope out?
Yeah, I can just grab the rope.
Pull this rope down and let's book it.
Yeah, I got the rope. We're going.
Let's just.
I want
let's
to
just
eat a
leave.
good berry.
Did we
Just-
grab
just for the
the?
sake of
Did we
eating
grab
a
the
good
wolf
berry.
pelt? The one wolf we killed.
Well, are you
Are
gonna
we
sit
really-
here and skin it?
No.
Are we really worried about
Oh, wait,
that right now?
At this point.
Well, can't Ira carry it? Like if we.
I
throw a
grabbed
wolf
my
over our
crate.
back?
I need to grab my crate. I forgot. I have to grab the crate.
But
I'm-
as we're like thinking about this, let's just leave. 3
Are
gold.
we
yeah,
It's not
desperate
worth
for
it.
money? We should just
I do grab my
leave.
crate.
Okay. Yeah, I dismissed my spiritual weapon, and I run with everybody.
Okay.
I'll
So
stay
the-
to the back of the
Running
group
you.
here.
You're leaving the wolf body behind?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you all turn away and go to leave the mountain, and we will go to a short 5 to 10 minute break.
Jeez.
Escape!
Christ.
Jesus.
Why did we climb the rock to begin the fight?
I don't know.
I
What a-
just
like
what
want
a
to
fucking-
work.
What a clown fiesta. Nobody expected the 60 plus HP wolves to deal 28 damage. God damn.
Yeah.
Man,
We
I
fought one
just
of them
like-
before, and I wondered why we were engaging 12 of them at once.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure, but let's do it.
Josh was like texting me earlier. It's like, do we even have? No, we don't have a stat chance, but we're doing it anyways.
The world is one wolf
I
save
thought
for
we-
now.
Like, now that we're out of it, I thought we were literally walking into a party wipe. Like, willingly. I thought we were just... I thought all of us were like, okay, you know what? We're gonna die, but let's fight some wolves.
Look, man. All I know is praise the rock. The rock saved my fucking life.
Fucking nat 20. Jay would have been dead, yeah?
Probably.
We both would have been dead. If I hadn't gotten the berry, I would have been dead. Thank God. Well, I am so proud of you. So proud.
Maybe I'll let you all decide the combat from now on. I'll
No,
sit
like,
in the
I-
library and read.
I was like seriously resisting the urge of telling you exactly what you had to do to fix this for me,
Oh, I did it all by myself.
and you
I
did it
good.
right on your own. Oh, I'm getting a soda. Kill me.
Yeah, I think
After
I'm gonna crack a
missing
beer
like
after
4
that.
attacks in a row, I was just like,
That was
Wait-
rough.
wait
I'm
15
sorry.
minutes
I'm
to roll a
upset
3.
that-
I was like, oh, I feel like Rook fighting a dragon right now.
Hey, I felt like Rook fighting a dragon too, man. Don't worry.
On the plus side, first successful use of warding bond. You didn't die.
True.
And I didn't. I mean, I died eventually, but I didn't drop it instantly. Last time I used it, I literally went down the round I used it.
Oh yeah.
Can I reach the beers without unplugging my mic? Yes. Victory
Alright.
is mine.
So I think we need to revise our.
Lucian's just gonna ram it in our ass after letting us out of that one.
Oh yeah, no. Well, Lucian
He's
decided to
just gonna
spare our
rape us.
lives.
He's gonna hold us down. in
I'm
town.
sure the giant
Like,
goes to kill our town now.
Our town's destroyed.
Let's
We-
only.
Let's think real quick. What NPCs do we want to save from this town? Who should we
Look, guys,
focus on?
We should have
have
just
a-
used the dragon's favor on this.
No, we can't do that. Not until we
That's
know
just like
that it's evil.
If we had just scouted and found out it was a dragon, aren't dragons like mortal enemies of giants? Or sorry, if we
We
found
told
out
him
it was a giant.
giant.
he
I
doesn't
tried.
want. He does not want
Yeah.
to fight the giant.
I tried
like,
to be like, go kill the giant for us, Mr. Dragon. He's like,
That's
no.
like-
Yeah.
That's
I
really
mean,
like
he's
you're pushing your problems onto somebody you don't really know. Like Draxton doesn't
Exactly.
know the dragon, so you're just pushing all your problems on him, and that's just kind of not okay. But the giant fucking attacks the city. We're bagging Gray. We're gonna go bag Gray as much as I hate the fucker.
Me and him are library buddies.
Yeah, I'm
Both got
proud
your
of
book-
Will for befriending an NPC in Illusion's game.
Right? Oh my god. It's the first
So
time.
many NPCs hate you, Will.
It took me a new. Well, they hated.
So many
Sparky.
everything hates you.
It took me a new character to make friends, but
He learned from his mistakes.
all right. Well, I
And
When
realized
you're playing just a general like more dislikable character.
I had to
this
roll
time
like an
around,
evil
too.
character to make friends. That's what it took.
Once we get haste, we need to just haste and warding bond Rook, and
and just let him go to town.
everybody sit up in the fucking rope trick.
Dude,
I-
Urias
we're
is
not
I
getting
guess
that
it works with the barbarian too.
You guys
Yeah.
can
Man,
hate me
I was
forever,
looking.
but I am
I'm
sitting in
seeing
that rope trick.
Uchi's thing, and it does 10 damage. And I'm like, I set my character up to get like a point in con and a point in strength. But goddamn, great weapon mastery plus fucking barbarian sounds so fucking dumb.
It is.
You can do it on each of your attacks too.
I could do it on each of my attacks, and I get
And
advantage
reckless.
of attacks if I
Yeah.
use reckless.
It's dumb.
It's-
Believe me.
Will in our other
I'm-
game outputs. They fought an adult dragon the other day, and he did 100 damage in a single round to the dragon
Wow.
My
with
God.
great
I'm
weapon
gonna-
master.
I've
I'm-
been convinced.
It's really retarded.
I'm kind of upset. I wish I didn't take it. I really wish I would have taken Sentinel. Sentinel would have been a
I'm
lot more
taking
fun,
that
I
too,
feel.
Jim. Level 8, by the way.
I mean, it's both of them are really good. The problem is we've been fighting things that have a lot of health and don't do a lot of damage comparatively.
Now the problem
Yeah.
is the first time you got it, Uchi, you were fighting thing with fucking 18 AC, and you had to roll an above an 18 to hit, and that's just really fucking hard when you're using
Yeah.
great weapon mastery. These things, you got a couple good hits off of, and it was great. You missed a couple, but you got a couple off. And it was
Great
fine.
weapon
It's-
against low
it's
AC
re-
things, just butter. Just,
It's also really good if you get the kill. You can then follow it up with another attack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my
Great
god!
weapon
Wait,
is
is
not
that
a bad feat.
Yeah.
If you get a
So-
kill or a crit, you get another attack. But it doesn't matter for you because you use your bonus action to attack.
No, I was about to say just that.
I'm
is
gonna
that bonus
go grab
action or
something.
not.
Okay.
But it's so tempting. But at the same time, I want the stats.
Barbarian
stats
with
are
great
really good for
weapon
you.
is one of the funnest things ever.
Great weapon master is going to be a lot better for Rook if we ever reach level 5 too, because then you'll get
Yeah.
+1 even with all the minuses. You'll still get a +1 to your roll.
It would have been a lot better if I hadn't even taken a single hit, because I prepared Fairy Fire today. So I was gonna drop that on the wolves, shift back, and then have Rook go to town with advantage on all the wolves.
Well, we were kind of fucked by
Yeah.
Rook going the turn immediately after.
Yeah, the hard part, because I couldn't knocking them down. Doesn't
Like we
work.
more or less just need Rook to always go the turn after you.
Yeah.
In an ideal world. We need Jay to go like the turn after the thing's attack,
enemies.
I guess.
Yeah.
And then I can pretty much go whenever the fuck. It doesn't really matter. Same with Braxis.
I felt really bad. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. That was
Wait.
that was suicide, and we got out of it without losing anybody.
Yeah.
Fucking
Did
praise
we
the
get out of
bird,
it?
praise the rock.
Honestly, that was like a horrible idea to go into that combat.
Well, now we know.
But hey,
It's
Overwatch
fine.
is so fucked.
we didn't get a good look at these wolves' capabilities before, and now we have.
Anybody
Well,
have
now
Dust
I've
of Traceless
realized-
stuff?
What now?
Anybody got some Dust of
I
Traceless?
think they know where the town is.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You might not know we're from the town.
Just we'll go to camp and you just rope trick us up there, and we'll sit
Yeah.
invisible for the night.
Yeah.
But that only lasts for an hour.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does.
it lasts an hour, 1 hour. I can cast 2 a day though.
Well, wait. Does hold on a sec. I want to check something. Is your short rest, arcane recovery? Where is
Just
that?
It only-
arcane
it only
recovery
happens
in the
once
rope
a
trick
day.
and just keep casting it.
Equal to rounded up. Okay, so you can recover a second level slot when you short rest
Once a day.
once per day.
I
But
will
we
say
can
if
do
we're
rope
coming
trick
back,
3 times.
I'm back.
we should all pick. I need to pick up a ranged weapon.
I bought
Yeah,
that
just-
crossbow from the town.
Yeah, I need a ranged weapon.
Although
Even though
now
it's
I'm wondering
useless
why I used
rage.
Or why I bought it, because I had Eldritch Blast.
Yo, give it to me. Give it
I
to my
can give it
character.
to you. You can have
Give
it.
it to my character.
Yeah, you can have it.
Hit the bathroom
yes.
fast.
Then you'll owe me money instead of me owing you money.
I already helped you pay off your fucking one thing.
It was 3 gold. I would pay it.
That was not just, you know, I helped you pay for the crossbow.
Now I'm giving you the crossbow. I basically helped you.
What
pay
else
for
did
it.
I help you pay for?
Nothing.
I think I helped you pay for something.
I had 25 gold, alright?
Uh-huh.
I wasn't a beggar on the streets.
What happened
You
to
paid
being a
me back
noble?
for the jacket. I bought you a jacket, and you paid me back for it.
I'm so
Went to a
poor.
jacket. We're all so poor.
We're all so poor.
We'll eventually get like 800 gold.
700.
Out of the town is
And-
destroyed.
Not if the fucking winter never ends. Metagaming wise.
Well, it's the endless
if we go
winter
to
for a
sleep,
reason.
we might realize that it's endless winter. We're getting close
Uh,
to realizing.
We're almost at that point. Yeah. How long do seasons typically last? Like 90
100 days.
100 days.
We skipped
Getting
30. We skipped 29 last time. So if we skip 31 this time,
For the rest of tonight, can we just sit in the library and I'll read books and maybe we'll learn stuff?
Just spend like a month sitting in the library.
I don't know about you guys, but Jay is not opposed to some R&R.
After that, yeah, Braxton is
Maybe.
not gonna be wanting to go out. He's gonna be totally fine sitting down.
We do need like some coin though. Like, I can't even like go. Like, if I'm gonna go do blacksmithing shit at the guy's forge that I made a friend with, like he said it's free, but it's still like it'd be like a courtesy to make sure I have gold in case I do fuck up.
Maybe we should just
Housing,
go
free
investigate
food.
Avi Sarah. Maybe she's the key to getting rid of this giant.
Avi Sarah.
Yeah, she's got a cult following now.
Does she?
What? Josh is.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that, Rook. When Jay left his house, there was a
Oh, because of the guy that we fucked, probably, huh?
the one god that we told him to find religion.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an altar in the center of town, just like randomly set up in the middle of town. And I rolled a religion check, and I didn't know any god that had it, but it reminded me of Avi Sarah.
Okay.
Hey there.
Hola.
Yes. Escape.
Thank you for not wiping us.
Everybody good
Just
to
had
go?
mercy.
Oh yeah, we're so good right now.
Teeth chattering in the cold, crying, barely alive.
I'm
Feel like
so
that
very
way.
weary.
No, you should be carrying me, considering I'm the slowest.
That's what I. Yeah,
Snow.
that's why.
Actually, how many people can you carry? Like, how much weight can you carry as a dire wolf?
I don't know. I'm a large creature, so it's same as a horse. I guess probably stronger than a horse, really.
It's like a matter of whether you could carry Rook and me. Going
Probably
to
not.
glorious melee combat.
Riding horse has a strength of 16. Direwolf has a strength of 17. So I could probably carry 2 people. I might be a little slower, but that just means I'm faster than the rest of you.
I took Tensor's floating disc. I could, do that.
That's not necromancy.
Well, I had to get
What a
rid of
bitch.
inflict wounds, and I had to look for something real quick.
That's fair.
No, Illusion, you have to understand. He has to have something to carry the coffins on.
It's true.
Bury my dead bodies.
Back to the fun room.
God.
Okay. So your group is making its way back towards Everwatch. It's a few hours that you'll have to travel here, and it's likely that by the time that you get back, it'll be a little bit later on in the day.
Didn't it take us like a couple days to actually
It takes
get
us
here,
2
though?
days to get there, so it'll be late, and we'll have to camp and set a good
Okay.
watch.
How many days out are we?
2-ish.
I hate this.
Yep, I am freaking out.
I'm sleeping in my crate,
Um,
my makeshift hut, which I'm going to turn
Jay
into a
would
mobile
definitely
house.
recommend we don't sleep the first night and walk through it.
My
I
character is
agree.
exhausted. My character has 1 level of exhaustion. Friendly reminder.
And sleep on the
Uh,
back
I-
of the
Yeah, I suppose
wolf.
it doesn't matter if I'm
I
on Yura's back.
can't.
Do you guys have food?
Good berries.
Good berries.
Okay.
Can we theoretically tie the dwarf to the wolf's back so that he could sleep
I
on the
can
wolf's
only
back?
keep it up for 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll just sit in the crate and somebody can just carry the crate.
That's what Tensor's floating disc is for.
Oh yeah!
but
How long does that
can't
spell
be.
last?
An
An
hour.
hour
He can
But
recast
cast
it
it.
every hour and it'll
as
stay
a
up.
ritual.
Yeah, that's a ritual.
It slows down a good amount though.
It'll slow us down, but walking through the night definitely sounds better than
Dying.
Yeah.
than waiting for these wolves to come on our trail.
Okay.
I agree.
So
I don't know about. It's winter though, man. It might be too cold to go out at night. We might have to set up camp.
Good point.
So 2 days of travel is what lays ahead of you.
Yeah.
And the first evening there is no interruption. Thankfully, despite the fact that your camp is just out in the middle of nowhere with nothing really around it to conceal it, the wolves do not show up once again. And the next day is the same, and eventually you find yourselves back in Everwatch. So go ahead and restore whatever you would after a long rest, your hit dice and all that. You have made it back to town.
Oh, feels good.
Okay.
I need a crossbow. That's what I learned from that.
You can have my crossbow.
That's mighty generous of you. I have no gold to pay you back.
Oh. Well, you can pay me in other ways later.
I am not
That-
selling my body to you,
Not
necromancer.
like that. Sell your body, because I'm a necromancer.
That's why I made the joke.
Are there people out in the streets?
So, stepping into the city of Everwatch, yes, there are people out in the streets.
Okay. I'd like to stop one. Excuse me. What's the date? today?
Ah. A common peasant man traveling by turns over to you for a brief moment, and from behind his winter hood here, he says to you, "It's the 8/9 of winter."
Hey, no, not the wind. It's been 20 days. Holy God.
Alright, thank you.
Hey, you Skyfall folk have a really simplistic way of doing your seasons.
Do we?
Are you saying that to us or to the random passerby?
No, to you. Not the
Okay.
random passerby.
Yeah, we're
I just
walking
get a weird
off
look from him.
at this point.
Okay.
Let's head back. I want to go to the Hunter's Lodge and report our mission.
Same.
Probably
Mission
to
failure.
tell Brick.
Yeah,
Well-
I'll be in the library. If something comes up, you come grab me.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go tell Brick.
I
I'll
don't
walk
think
with him.
I don't think we need to tell Brick about this.
Don't tell Brick about our failure.
Well, not that.
I don't think this
Seems
could have
really busy
ramifications
and-
for the town.
I mean, I guess you can say we confirmed that the wolves are under the giants' rule, but
I question. So we skipped 20 days again with this whole time traveling nonsense, yes?
yes, ish.
So what's to say nothing's happened with the wolves in the 20 days we were gone?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Brick and see what's going on.
Do you want to
I
come with
think-
us to the Hunter Order? I feel like they would know more.
I feel like the Hunter Order would be a better place to find information, and if it turns out they know nothing and everything's been fine, there's no reason to bother Brick. He's a good dwarf.
I
Let him
can
do his
just,
work in
while I
peace.
pass by Brick on my way to the library, I can just ask, how are things? Does nothing, I'll go on my way.
He's a king.
He is
You
a
don't
king,
just, like,
remember.
pass him by in the hallway.
I could
Only
make a
met the
stop
guy
by.
like
We've met him.
once, twice.
Yeah, just go to the library. If we decide to talk to Brick, we'll come find you there, Braxton.
Alright, that's where I'll be.
Okay, so you head off, leaving the group, and make your way to the library.
I think everybody else is going to the Hunter's Order.
Yeah.
I am. God help me, though. So poor, I can't even go to the tavern to get good food.
On your
Hey.
way towards the Hunter's Order, you notice something. Despite the wind and the snow that blows about in the streets, attached to a post nearby, which seems to be a portion of a building, what looks like a little overhang that comes off of the stable. The post has a little sign on it, and the sign reads exactly like the job that you have received from the Hunter's Order, asking for the pelts of winter wolves, save the reward has gone up considerably and now asks for 5 gold each in return. Tells people to turn them in to the Hunter's Order. And as you continue to go on through the town, you bump into more of these signs.
All the same prices.
So,
Yes.
this is becoming
Are there
a bigger
like any
problem.
old signs that say like 4 gold or anything like that? Or...
No.
Okay.
Hey, we should inform them of the problem we might have had fighting the bunch of wolves.
We should definitely do that.
Of
Please.
course, I'm not actually let in, so I'll leave it to you guys. And I will sit on the couch and wait for you to bring me food. Which, I hope you're making food.
Provided
could
there's
use
some
some.
there, yes.
So time passes, and you definitely make your way towards the lodge before Braxton gets to the library, because the castle is far off. So as the 4 of you make your way into the Hunter's Order, what do you want to do?
Go right up to. Is Oral working the desk?
Ah, indeed, Oral is there.
Go up to Oral. Hey.
He looks up at you, looks at the rest of your group for a minute, and says, "Hey,
Yeah, we see those signs across town. Those wolves, they suck.
do you have any good news?
Nope, only bad.
What is it?"
We killed one.
Wounded a
About
bunch of
it.
others. There are like 12. There's a lot. They hurt.
They are also. Do you know about who's controlling them? Does he know?
He raises an eyebrow towards you when you say this.
Well, it seems like they're being commanded by a giant, like a big one, like one that'll shake your bones, like a big one.
He had a horn. It was loud.
Yeah, they hurt. We almost died.
Oral
They're rather
says,
shitty at climbing, though.
well, if you get any pelts, let me know.
Is there a reason why the prices are going up? When we last saw they were 3. Are they causing trouble?
Well, the kings put a larger ransom on their head, I guess you could say.
What's happened?
Caravans are being attacked. Had a few shipments come in, and well, last 10-20 days or so, it's been almost impossible to get anything into town.
Are they getting any closer to town, or are they still only like a day or 2 days out?
We haven't seen any of them come right up to the walls, but send anybody out there and they don't come back.
Are the caravans just being attacked for food? Like people dying and bodies are still there, or is it? Sorry if you don't know anything, but information is all we can get at this point.
I've sent out some scouts. Some other members have seen a few things. Seems they pick the whole thing clean as best they can. Sometimes they leave a few things behind. They don't actually take the carriages. Sometimes coin is left.
Where have these attacks been happening?
All along the main roads. Pass down south, up along the mountains is completely shut down. I haven't seen anybody come through there. Same to the east, and worse yet, well, you'd have to speak to the guard captain, but I've heard that there's been scavengers who have been looking to loot these caravans on their way through, risking it with the wolves just so that they can get a piece of, well, let's just say the bodies left behind.
Are they attacking people too, or is it?
What, the brigands? You
Yeah.
can bet if they think that you're an easy buck, they'll attack you.
How's the other Hunter's Order members? Any of them, are they doing well, or are some of them suffering the same fate?
He sighs for a second, and then turns back towards you and he says, well, I'm not gonna lie, we've lost a couple junior members.
They're
Would have
gone.
thought a bunch of wolves would cause this much trouble. But that's what the Hunter's Order is for, yeah?
Like I said, if you have any pelts, let me know.
Alright.
Okay. Are you
but,
going
like-
to leave the desk and head into the back room?
Yeah, I will.
So
I'm
leaving
gonna stay
there-
with Yuri.
Okay. Yuri looks over in your
I
direction
wanna,
when you
like,
stay there. Or sorry, not Yuri. Because you two are still here. Are you gonna like step away from Oral's desk? I guess is the question.
Yeah, just
I
find
I
somewhere in the
want to-
room to sit.
Okay.
I will, but I wanted to talk to Oral specifically. Like, we know where the giant is that's controlling the wolves, and we know where a bunch of the wolves are. But when we went there, it was a bit more than we could handle. I don't know if that information will be any use to you.
He gives you a nod.
I want to like show him like specifically where the cave where we heard the giant was and that kind of shit, just so he's like aware.
Okay. Yeah, he looks at it when you point it out on the map. But you get a sense of like apathy from Oral almost. Like he writes it down, he takes note, but he doesn't seem to feel much on the matter, and then he just thanks you afterwards.
I see. Alright, well, I'm gonna feel off put and I'm gonna go sit on a couch.
Okay.
A chair or something or whatever's available.
Okay.
Like, while walking to the back room, I want to start talking to Ira. So, are these wolves are priority, you think? Can't have the town suffering more, right?
If this keeps up, they're gonna starve. I'd be surprised if nobody has yet.
I imagine that there's probably a number of deaths. The lower commons, the poor folk, the ones who can't get food.
Oh geez, stop thinking so far. Gonna make me sad. We should kill these wolves though.
Yes, we can't take on all of them. Not by ourselves.
Yeah, we learned that.
Uh-huh. If we could
It's
get,
just like bite marks all across our arms.
if we could get a smaller pack, 6. We could take 6. Not 10, not 12.
Definitely.
Many.
There's always increasing our numbers too. Maybe not to the point where we can take on 12 because that's a hefty number, but
Perhaps if we can go and try to find a caravan to escort back to the city, or one away, then that should easily draw the wolves.
that is a good plan.
The ones that we saw, yes, 20 some days ago now. There's only a pack of 6 that attacked that caravan. I can't imagine that they're all 12 roaming together.
True. I wish I knew the whole amount of numbers. Sure, it's just not a group of 12.
I don't know.
Saw pups that one time, so
Hopefully there's not more. If there is, it's gonna be difficult.
yeah, I'd crush their skull in.
That didn't work so well last time. We'll have to get a smaller group. Or get more members. Things become dire enough here. I don't know.
I'll go ahead and head back towards the storeroom, see if there's anything left there.
Interesting. Okay. As you make your way over there and check in the storeroom, you find that it is empty.
Well, for cooking today. Well,
I'll kind of look over the rest of the room. Are there people there?
Let's roll some luck for you. Interesting. Looking about the room, you see two familiar faces. The two brothers are seated over there, and they have seen you come in and kind of give you guys a wave before you and Rook had your talk.
I might have assumed they were dead.
Yeah, I honestly, I was really scared of that.
Wave them. Hey, glad to see you're alive.
Morgan, Midram.
One of them looks up and says, "Hey, how you guys doing?"
Not too great. Almost died
We've
to
been
wolves.
better.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of that.
You would.
There's not many around here.
Kind of look over the rest of the room meaningfully.
One of them sighs.
Have you joined any other groups going out? Are there any other groups trying to handle these?
They shake their heads at you, and one of them says, "It's too much. It's just too much."
Wow, you seem defeated.
I was there when I saw it. We went out, took some of the other members. He had been gone for a while, and, well, they were offering more gold, and we knew that we managed to take down that one before. So, went out, there was a group of 4 of us, and only 2 of us came back.
Jeez. Was it only other junior members?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to neck you, it's just
they weren't
learning.
worse shots than we were. So, could have been us. And you see the other brother says probably should have been us.
Sure, you two did fine. There's no need to
Glad
act
it
like
was
that.
not.
Okay, you live to kill some more wolves. Come on.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna tap Ira on the shoulder and go, I'm gonna try to look for Win, see if he's around.
Okay.
I'll kind of look at the two boys. Do they look like hungry? Have they eaten? Do they look wan, kind of thing?
They don't look famished, but they do look
Okay.
tired. And you don't know if it's like sleepless nights that have done it or the weather, but they look worn.
Have you two eaten today?
A little bit.
Oh, the storeroom was empty and I was worried.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of food to go around right now.
Okay, I know it's not much and it's kind of tasteless, but
And I'll hand them each a good berry.
Okay. They take those
Thank
and
you
thank
for the
you
day.
and eat them.
we'll probably have to head out again. We need to take care of these wolves somehow. Probably ambush a smaller group. The ones that attacked you. Don't mind me asking, how many were there?
Saw 4 of them, but there were more off in the distance, busy taking away something else, I guess. Some large carcass.
Well, you are feeling up to it. Your help.
The two nod at you, but they don't give you any response.
And I'll head back out to the front desk.
Okay. So for a brief moment here, we'll cut over to you, Braxton. You've made it to the castle, and you're recognized as being one of the members. One of the guards nearby stops you to ask who you are and everything, and then another one gives a look and sees who you are and mentions that it's fine, and you're soon let inside. As you make your way over towards the library, is there anything that you're doing specifically, or are you just going to read your book for the day?
Yeah, I think it's time to put that book's interesting, but I think it's not like good necessary information right now. I think
Okay.
I'd look for something on wilderness or tactics of fighting or wolves if there's something like that, like surviving the cold, something relevant to what we're doing right now, because that seems more important.
Interesting. Okay, well, narrow down your search a bit. Tell me which of those would you value more, I guess.
Tactics to fighting large amounts of creatures.
Interesting. Okay. Let's see. As you look about through the library archives, by the way, Gray is there, and he does seem to be wrapped up in some sort of tome that he currently ponders through. You do manage to find a few books that seem like they might be interesting. However, they're battle reports. It's a accounting of fights that have happened, and in between the margins, somebody has written notes on why perhaps this was a good move by this commander, or perhaps this was the mistake where the battle turned in this group's favor, that kind of thing. But you don't find anything that's quite like a treatise on fighting large-scale wars, or battles for dummies, that kind of thing.
Battles for dummies.
I think that book with margins sounds pretty useful.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for me your int check if you're going to stay here for a few hours.
Ah, God, shit today. 7.
Okay. 7. This book is not terribly large, and you managed to read through roughly about 14% of it. So you can add double whatever it is there that you end up rolling for your int checks as progress for getting through it.
Alright.
Is there anything else that you're doing at the castle? Or are you just going to kind of sit there and be studious as best you can?
This is Brick's library, right?
It's the castle's archives, so yeah, in a way, it's Brick's library.
Can I ask Ray if he knows if these books are allowed to be rented?
Oh, if you can take them.
If I can borrow them to read them while I'm out, that would cut down on time to get through them by a lot.
He looks to you and he says, "I haven't asked."
I will go ask.
Okay. There's an attendant nearby, a man wearing a simple set of robes that currently moves book and scroll from one place to another, and as you approach, he turns towards you and says, "Hello."
Yes, hello, my good man. I am part of Ghostwatch, and we are often out and about adventuring. And I love reading the books in this library, and they are quite useful. Has anyone been allowed to rent out or borrow these books?
Heavens, no. Books don't leave here.
Hereabouts.
Unless perhaps special circumstance or something like that.
Do you suggest I ask Brick?
I suggest nothing, but I will tell you that the books generally don't leave the archives.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, he gives you a respectful bow and goes back to his organizing.
Maybe once we do a favor for Brick again, he'll let me.
Let's try and get the one and only library card.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be pretty good.
Cutting back to the rest of the group, what are you guys gonna do for these next few hours?
I wanted to go look for Win.
Okay.
If I remember his door, I don't know if
So
I'm.
Wynn sleeps here in this main room like everybody else. Now that being said, you know that he goes to some places around town, like that Tavern Keep, which seems to be a friend of his, so you could hunt around in other places, I guess, if you wanted. Just tell me what you're thinking.
I remember one time he said he saw me banging on the door, so he might be nearby.
Oh, that time where you came by the order back when it was closed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so perhaps he has a house across the street, who knows?
I'll peek into the hunter's order and just go, "Hey, Oral, you know where Win lives?"
He turns over and he says, "In town, somewhere. I haven't seen him in a little while now."
Great. I'll go to the tavern.
Okay. As you're about to leave, Oral stops you. He says, "Hey, are you going out to look for Win?"
Yeah.
If you see Shade out there, tell him to get his ass back here.
Shade? Do I know Shade?
He's, the guy sits in the corner with the hood down all the time.
Oh god, that guy. Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, you don't have to be nice about it, just tell him to get back.
Okay. Is he helping with the wolves too?
I have some job for him.
Okay.
Thanks.
Is he one of them elites?
When you ask that, he flips you a gold coin, and he goes back to his work.
I put the gold coin on it and go, I don't need it too much. I mean, everyone needs it right now. And I go outside.
Okay. So you've left. Irisville, what are you doing? Are you gonna, try and go with Rook, or are you gonna stay back here?
Well, I see Brooke kind of leaving as I come out of the back door, I guess.
You also notice two people sitting on a couch looking like they're waiting for their breakfast.
I was waiting for this. I did want to have a conversation with Jay while we were doing this.
I'm just picturing the dwarf there just, rubbing his stomach, where the fuck is that waitress?
No, I'm sitting there, my legs propped up on the couch like I'm a little stubby man who doesn't quite, his legs doesn't go over the edge.
You're
I'm
doing,
just
a
sitting
really
there
awkward,
with
laying really far off the couch just to make it work.
And I'm just sitting there with a fork in one hand and a knife in the other, and I just have this blank stare at the door.
And
Like
it's
ragdolled.
I see this, I was just like, oh man. And then I turn around to go and go talk to Oral for a second.
In reality, though, I wouldn't be having a conversation with Jay.
Okay.
So
Is he
I'll,
actually here?
Did he leave? Did we lose Jay for a second?
He may have taken the opportunity.
Did he? I don't remember him saying.
Oh, strange. Okay, well, let's have that combo with Oral anyway.
okay, I mean it's gonna be real short.
Yeah.
Oral.
Yeah?
Have you eaten today?
Yeah, I've had a little.
Alright. I know it's not much, but I'll fill you up. And I'll also hand him a good berry.
Yeah, he nods and he gives you a very sort of like quick smile and eats it. Thanks.
Of course. You know if you need anything.
Okay.
And then I'll head over to the anxiously waiting Yuri
Yes.
and the also there Jay.
You hand me a good berry. You know how sad I'm going to be.
Well, before here, Jay's not here, so let's take a quick 5 or 10.
Jay just got back,
Oh,
actually.
oh, he's alive.
Sorry.
Oh, can I be having my conversation with Jay now?
Sure.
Alright, I wanted to ask you about the gods, and I get the impression I can't get a hold of Pierre anymore. I just don't feel like he's out there anymore. I'm kind of lost. Don't know where to go.
Well, tell me a little bit about Tyr. What was his domain
God.
per se?
Illusion, you want to give me a cap on how tier works?
Alright.
Google.com/.
Google.com.
I haven't gone to the Faerun wiki in a little while. Yes. He is a lawful good god, and his domain is... The fuck?
Interesting. domain.
That's a weird one.
Great domain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's war and maybe some other shit.
Like in one of the back pages of the handbook.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. Yeah, because it doesn't actually say here, but I would gather it's war at the very least. I'll go look into it. See if we can find.
Yeah, I'm looking.
In asterisks, Yuri tells Jay all about Tyr and all the information that he has longingly known.
Dear God of Justice, his domain is war, is lawful good, and his things is balanced scales resting on a war hammer.
So, based on that illusion,
Mhm.
do I need to roll, or do I get to use my metagame knowledge of what I think would be close to that?
Oh, I see.
Not.
Because when I hear war, I think of Solon.
Yeah,
Being that
so
he's another Chimera.
yeah, Salon would probably be the closest analog to him.
Okay. Do I need to
Interesting.
roll to see if I know that, or since he's another Chimera, would I have like passing knowledge about?
You would have basic knowledge of him. Yeah.
Well, Yuri, it sounds like God was pretty close to a god that we have, Solon, the Crusader King. He's also a lawful good god that rules over the domain of war.
I stroke my beard while listening.
I could do some more research into some more things about him if you want, but he is another one of the chimeras, which are the same group of gods that my goddess Bella hails from.
Interesting. I'm gonna
if you
assume you're
were-
not gonna mention anything involving dwarven gods either in this.
Oh no, I
Translate.
probably wouldn't know anything about dwarven gods. I remember I saw some statues of dwarven gods, but
It was a cool time.
I don't think that Jane knows anything really about them. My study has been mostly devoted to the chimeras, and Bella in particular. Anything outside of that would probably, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Illusion, but I think that I would just barely have, like, passing even less knowledge than I know about Solon, about the other ones.
About the dwarven gods?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they're outside of the group of the chimeras, you probably have less knowledge on them.
I know about, there's one dwarven god that's in the chimeras, right?
There is.
I mean, out of character, completely out of character. I'm just trying to find a way of leading my character to fucking Ivan's god Tilda, but not going to do that unless it actually has a pretense.
I wouldn't really know anything.
Okay, I'll probably take interest in Salon then. You mentioned him.
So while you're chit-chatting here about religion on the couch, you see that the door opens up, but a foodless Irisfield makes her way through the doorway. And worse yet, she speaks with Oral for a brief moment to offer him a dreaded good berry, and then wanders in your direction.
I put a hand over my eyes, turn my face away, and stick out my other hand, just telling her to stop.
Jay accepts the good berry graciously.
I'll look at Yuri and then look at Jay.
I just have my hands out ready for the good berry.
I'll put 2 in his hands, and then I'm gonna go out the door and see if I can run Rook down.
Sure. Okay. So you catch up with Rook, and the two of you are headed out into the city. Where are you going?
I was gonna go for the tavern and go through the if I have to detour, I will. I wanted to take the side passages around the Hunter's Order first. See if I smell that the pipe he always smokes.
I see.
Yeah, we'll see if I can help with that.
Interesting. I'll have the both of you please roll perception.
Oh, that's
Damn.
24.
Like a 13.
Like a 13. It's a strong 12.7. So, you guys wander around, and you get partway down the street here, kind of taking the little nooks and crannies that are around the Hunter's Order, hoping to find Wynn. And you're about 2 blocks away from the Order itself when you smell his familiar pipeweed on the air.
Oh, and if I ever see that dumbass Shade's face, I'll stop him too, but, I hope I don't.
Okay.
I don't even know to keep an eye out for him.
So, as you kind of pause there, you're now facing the problem of trying to find it, and so you choose a street here and then another street there, and eventually manage to find Wynn, who is alone in a dark little alleyway that seems to be kind of blocked out from the rest of the snow that kind of blows around the street. He sees you approaching, and kind of puts something away. He has a little piece of paper he's reading, which he then quickly folds up and just kind of tucks into his coat.
Hey, Wynn,
guys.
We knew that smell. We were looking for you.
Yeah. How have you been?
I'm
Not
sure
the
you know
best.
the wolf problem. We ran into that. We ran into it full force in the face.
Had a feeling.
As we do, ride or die, yada yada. It almost
I
ended
remember
up with.
a certain group beset by orcs that I ran into in some caves, so yeah.
Yes.
Well, almost died, like all of us.
So why you found me here then? I take it you have some kind of request.
I think you'd see the request coming from many feet away. Feet? Yeah, feet? Yeah, feet. Could use always more hands in the battle against these wolves, Maybe try to find a pack that's split. If you're not busy, of course. I mean, we're
No, it's
busy.
I've been thinking about it, and I've been waiting for you to get back so we could plan something, to be honest.
Oh.
But there is not bigger problems, but more pressing issues, actually.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure you've seen that things are getting a little rough around town. There's another caravan that's going to try and make it out and grab some supplies.
Perfect. Just
I've
what we needed.
been contemplating going to help them guard, but there's not many members of the Order, not since 2 passings, and I have not the funds to go and hire on any mercenaries, nor is Oral willing to offer any up to me. So...
Win. This is a perfect opportunity.
For what?
We'll go with you, inevitably get attacked, and then kill some more.
Yeah.
Birds with one stone.
Well, that was my thought. I just didn't know exactly when you'd be back in town.
Oh.
Yep.
Hopefully now,
Oh.
before it left.
I guess we're never in town.
How many members is your group strong?
5.
5?
4.
Shut
That's
up.
all you show. Sure,
You're
Braxton.
coming with us.
Okay.
Or is it strong? I'm not there. Sorry.
He kind of looks straight up, staring at the snow that passes over the top of the alleyway, and then looks back at you all, and he says, "Okay, well, caravan doesn't leave today. It's headed out in a couple of days, so you have plenty of time to do whatever you want around town, I guess."
Okay.
I'll be around the order, or maybe here. You'll find me, I'm sure.
Just a few things. We might disappear. I hope you remember how we work.
Right,
we'll always be there on time if we can, but no. Second of all, we also were sent to look for shade, and I know you're more accustomed to know where the other people are.
We were?
I don't know exactly where he is, I'm not gonna lie. What, is Aura looking for him?
Yeah, apparently he's...
Typical. Okay, well, I can't really help you find him. Last I heard, he went off into the mountains, and that was it. I haven't seen him since.
God, do you like that guy? I kinda think he's an asshole.
Kind of looks up and down the alleyway, and then he says, "Yeah, but he's kind of an asshole."
Who's straight an asshole to me?
I like cover my hand with one mouth, like trying to hide a smile.
But if the rumors are true, I mean, if he knows a pass through the mountains, then I don't really know if I want to be calling someone like that an asshole. Not while I'm in the same room, at least.
Sure, he has
Why,
his
is that
reasons.
rare? Is it rare to know passage to the...
Or not.
Grey Peak Mountains? Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
dies headed up there.
Oh.
No one
I'm
travels
sure we can do
there
it.
unless they have a really strong purpose to be there. No, I've heard all sorts of things. Little giants, huge stones being tossed about, horrible winged beasts. I mean, take your pick.
Sounds pretty bad. He's probably he's probably quite strong.
I have a feeling it's not strength he has going for him. Maybe he just pisses
Dexterity.
off anything he meets there and they just turn around and leave.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, I don't know where he is. He's been gone for most of the season, I think.
Well,
Maybe the
I mean,
mountains
if you
finally
see
got
him
him.
to...
Who knows?
I mean, if you see
Poor
him,
bastard.
Oral's looking for him.
Okay, yeah.
Also, if you need to send something to us, we have some rooms at the castle.
I heard! You guys are big news now.
Yeah, we are.
I didn't get any room. Just think they'll spare me a cot up there?
I'm sure we could maybe nudge you in.
They let me
You know.
smoke my pipe?
Probably not.
Oh, King's cool.
Don't know if I want company like that then.
It's filled with guards.
I have a little nameplate and everything.
What do you now?
Yeah.
That's really great.
I don't think I've slept in that bed more than like once though.
Well, you know what? When all this blows over and winter finally leaves, you know, I'll talk to Oral and soon I'll have my own little nameplate.
Oh yeah?
I bet you I will.
I look forward to seeing it.
It'll be real nice.
Bet I get a
Those
nameplate
characters.
at the Hunter's Order before you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember, this
Oh,
character is
my.
more or less just
Bet
illusion personified in a character.
Bet you all the gold in my pocket. 7.
Ooh, big man.
Oh boy.
And the copper too. 7.
You like some pocket lint with that?
Yeah.
Anyway, what else are you guys doing in town? Did you just get back?
Yeah.
Yep. Hey.
You're really the only person that we know that's very combat capable, so we like you too.
Really? Well-
We know those 2 boys in the end, but they're fine.
Oh, you
They
mean
don't
the...
seem
back of the
really
order?
yeah. They don't
Yeah,
seem really
they're good
ready
kids.
to go.
No, not after what happened. Well, I don't know if you talked to them already.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask more of them than one needs to.
Alright. That in mind.
But I'm down to go with you. And if you can get more help, then by all means. I mean, try whatever leads you want. I'm not exactly close to the guard in town, but they might offer some help. Everyone's going to benefit if this caravan makes it through without being torn to shreds by winter wolves.
Idea.
Maybe the merchants? I don't know. You can do whatever you want. But, here. He goes and reaches into his pocket and he hands you a little piece of paper, and you see that it says the 91st, and it's like a little bit of info about the caravan that's leaving. So it reads 91st, leaving early in the morning, and it also details a little bit about the caravan, saying that it's going to be a 4-stage carriage, like incredibly large, just these 4 compartments all attached to one another, drawn by a group of 8 horses.
Okay.
God, that's a lot of meat.
That's gonna draw a lot of hope.
He also tells you that, let's see here, let's roll some luck for you.
It's a 1, isn't it?
The caravan is indirectly owned by a one Messer Raid Squall.
Hey.
Sapphire guy.
Who's
He loves
Master
it.
Raid Squall?
The Sapphire guy.
Huh?
Remember?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, what's that fucking guy? That's right.
Ah fuck! I don't like getting tangled up with that guy.
The guy who owns everything.
You danced with some nobles while he was like in the room sipping wine with some people.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure he's impressed.
Yeah.
I was like a.
They'll be like,
18.
"Oh yeah, you were the one with like the really sweet, like you did the worm and broke a piece of your armor."
I Charlestoned all over that fucking place.
Charleston. Oh no. Okay, so this little piece of paper is handed over towards you. Either of you can add it to your inventory. And Wynn says, "Yep. So if you can find anything, by all means. I mean, the plan is we're going to travel down south and hopefully make it for Ilos. And if we can get there, we'll load everything up and come back and, I guess, prove that it can be done."
Ah, we know that path quite well, so.
Traveled it a number of times. Alright.
Do you got any more ties? I mean, sure, the gold will be split more for the pelts, but I mean, helping the city at this point.
Oh, there's that 7 gold talking.
Hey
Damn.
man, we're also
all-
helping the town quite a lot.
Oh.
You could always see about selling your nameplate.
I'd never.
The caravan's going to offer up a small sum for any mercenaries that want to go. Well, actually, not a small sum. Maybe by your standards, being a special member of the castle, but as far as what's paid for mercenaries these days, it's a little bit higher than what they would get. So there's that, and I'm sure you'll qualify for it. So I guess some money can be made from any of the wolves on the way. I don't really know who else you're going to bring in, though. I don't know who you've made friends with.
We'll talk to the guards. Any who'd like to help out.
Okay. Well,
Maybe
yes.
get that big shot Dudarin. Fuck that guy. I haven't even heard of him.
He's
Did
not
you say that to him?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. It says who?
I don't know. King's talking about some big ass dude named Dudarin. Apparently the savior of multiple cities and shit. I don't know. I've never heard of him.
Well, if he saves cities, I mean, I'd call on him.
Yeah, but he disappeared out of
Anything to
nowhere.
help out.
That does not show what a champion is. Kind of like puff up a little.
Oh, like a hero that doesn't keep his appointments, right?
Yeah. Well,
Right.
that's. Oh, okay.
Like any great stuff.
Like-
I'm a
Oh,
Oh,
hey, it's good to see you guys after 20 days.
Uh-huh, yeah. Way to go.
I'm just walking
I like
away.
kinda like-
I'm just walking.
Okay.
I like roll my eyes.
So you turn to leave, and suddenly a hand quickly lands on your shoulder and stops you, and he like spins you around. And then when you turn back towards him, he says, "Oh yeah," and he leans forward. And so, what's all this talk about a dragon?
Huh?
Oh shit.
Well, there's
Fuck.
a rumor going around town.
Wait,
And,
did we start a
a s-
rumor?
A certain group of important people that do missions for the king have apparently some kind of dealings with the dragon.
Well, we killed one.
And I'll kind
Sparkles?
of like
Oh,
reach
no,
into my
we-
bag and show him one of the red dragon scales.
Yeah, we had like the king gave us some things when we went out to the mission in the mountain. Yeah, we're good friends with Sparkles.
I just rolled 2 ones.
Oh shoot!
He pauses for a second and he says,
Yeah. Sparkles is quite cool. You should go there sometime.
Go ahead and roll insight, Rook.
Crack.
Can I do this too? Actually.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
14?
insight.
All right.
13, okay.
14.
14, okay.
That's 11.
Okay. Both of you get the idea that Quinn may or may not believe you. He seems undecided on it. He lets go of your shoulder and he says, alright, see you in 2 days.
So yeah.
D and 20.
Well, like, I guess where are we walking back here?
We should head to the guardhouse. See if we can.
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that's
we'll
also
follow
my
these
guess.
two around unless there's something that other people want to do. So,
Does Jay have
money? Yeah, Jay and Yuri, what are you guys up to?
Do you have a coin? Any coin? I want to insulate the crate.
I have 5 copper pieces.
Holy fuck.
Alright, you don't have any coin.
I think I'm the brokest member of the party.
You're like,
You
I
gave
can
me
buy
your
an
7
apple
gold.
and a few pieces of chalk.
We still have 9 gold in party funds.
You know, in this
Hey,
winter economy, I probably can't afford an apple, actually.
A couple pieces of
Assuming-
used chalk.
Yeah.
Assuming our conversation takes place shortly after Ira left, is it
Second
possible that we can rush after them and get some gold?
Oh, sure, you can try and find them in the town.
Depends on how far away Rook was when I left.
Yeah. So, like, you guys would have made it away, but you two can run around trying to find them, and we can leave it to insider luck if you'd like.
I am actually going to go look for books on Solon.
Oh, where would you look for those?
Probably ask at the temple first, and then.
Okay. Are you gonna take Yuri to the temple?
No, I would do this alone. I want to surprise you.
Oh.
Books on
It's his birthday
I'm gonna
gift.
surprise you with a god I don't actually follow. Ah.
I'm gonna surprise you and shoehorn your character into following a Chimera.
That'd be the best. Somebody, you're talking to a friend, this is a sidetrack, he's just like, yeah, I just feel like Jesus isn't with me these days. And then so you surprise him 2 days later by being like, here's a Torah. Like, I think you'll love it.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
You know, this Salam chick fucking sucks. You should check out Bella. Her, she's tight AF.
Tight F. Truly. Okay.
I'm gonna start at the temple and cause I know that Solon's another Chimera, so there might be some information about him there, and then from there maybe I'll go to the library where Sparky is.
Okay. So Yuri, it looks like Jay is going off to do his own business. How about you? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go on a hunt for gold.
Hunt for
Hunt
gold.
down the elf.
Roll insight for me, please, Yuri. If you get a 15 or higher, you find them. Holy fuck.
Oh, I don't even need to give you my bonus.
You step out into the streets thinking, here? No, perhaps here. Oh, I've seen them go here before. And you run down a street, and there they are stepping out of an alley nearby. They're only a couple of buildings down, and you can see them there. You guys notice Yuri as well as he runs around the corner.
With my crate on my
Hi,
back.
Yuri.
Hey, Yuri.
I need a loan.
Dude, I have urine. Or am I hearing things?
You're hearing things.
I don't know. I have no money. You
Here. Oh, we.
Something
I didn't
9
split
gold
this
in my
up yet.
pocket. Something 9 copper in my pocket. Something.
I haven't split this up yet from the pelts that we gave or before.
And I'll take out 1 gold and 8 silver. and hand it to you, as that is
1
your
gold.
5th.
So this is mine. I was asking for a
Uh-huh.
loan.
What do you need?
I'll
I
slap
need
him 5 gold. Hey, good job on not dying.
That rock really saved. I am going to be a mountain dwarf one day. I'm a hill dwarf normally. Moving on.
Quite charismatic.
I need to insulate the crate. It's rather cold out there, especially if we're going out there again.
What are we gonna need to insulate in that?
You see, I was using it as a makeshift shelter when we were traveling before, and I feel like it could really do with a couple blankets.
How big is this goddamn crate?
Dwarf size.
I have a tent.
I have a crate.
Alright. I mean, if you.
You're
if
gonna
you
get that
wanna
5
stay in
gold,
the
and that's all I'm
crate,
gonna give you.
I take his 5 gold. I take my 1 gold and something silver. How much
8
silver was it again?
8 silver.
8 silver. I'm gonna go see how much it would cost to get the blankets necessary to insulate this down.
Speaking of, Rook, here.
And I'll
Thanks.
hand him the same 1 point gold.
Yep. Like
Okay.
12 silver now.
The group does a little bit of banking and pays a couple of things off. And now
Looks like
you
we
have
need
considerably more money.
We need a special snowflake, a certain warlock, to do our banking for us.
Meanwhile,
While traveling, while traveling like with Ira, like in our just downtime. Hey, Ira, I have a gift, and I'll hand out the dragon scale necklace that I made for everybody. I'll hand one to you.
Rook,
It's
this-
quite meaningful, you know, to us 3. Hope we keep it.
I'll just like hold it for a second and then just hug you.
Oh,
Just
adorable.
hold it
That's
there.
adorable.
put some money in my fucking crate, goddammit.
And then continue on our way. I think we're on our guard tower, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're headed towards the guard, and before we do that, you've made it over towards the temple, Jay. And as you step inside, you can see some priests there, and there is currently an event that must be happening. There's a bunch of people gathered for a sermon as somebody up on the podium speaks, and you see what looks to be the head priest, who is speaking to rows and rows of folk who range from the common folk, which make up most of those, to a few that look like they may be nobles, merchants, that kind of thing. What do you want to do? He sees you as you enter, and it doesn't interrupt his speech. He just kind of gives you like a very brief look and a smile, and then goes back to speaking.
I just want to find a spot in the crowd and sit and listen for a little while.
Okay. You sit down, and eventually the sermon ends. He finishes a long talk about how to best channel Bella through these tough times, and why it's important now more than ever that people be willing to give to one another. And people then eventually start to get up and leave their chairs and wander back out into the city streets. And a few of them are still here, chit-chatting with priests and things like that, but you can go and speak with some folks now without interrupting.
Okay. Do I know, like, just general knowledge if the temple here has like I know it wouldn't be a full library, but like a section of like books.
Oh. Quite possibly. And you haven't explored the whole thing, but you know that there's a few doors that people go into that must head somewhere else where things like supplies are brought from and whatnot. So maybe they have books hidden away.
I guess I'll just go ask the head priest then.
Okay. He looks over and he's standing there at the podium and finishes talking to what looks like a young couple before turning over towards you, and he says, "Oh, Jay, it's good to see you again."
All his blessings, brother.
You as well, brother. What can I do for you?
Well, I have a friend. I believe I introduced you to him, the dwarf Yuri.
Ah, yes.
He's been feeling a little bit out of touch with his god that he speaks of here, and after speaking with him about it, I realized that another one of the chimeras actually falls right in line with what he the worshipping, and I was hoping to perhaps find some information about Solan, maybe a book of his teachings or stories about him, something of the sort.
I might have something. Here, I'll go look in the stores downstairs. Though, before I go, I must say I've never heard of this strange god of yours that you mentioned. This Tyr fellow?
Yes, it was the same god that we told you if you heard anyone worshipping to let us know. It's the god of a far away place, and I had never heard of it either until I met this dwarf. But yes, if you come across anyone speaking about Tyr, please let me know. But for the time being, if you think you have any information about Solan, that would be an immense help to me.
Okay. He nods and heads off behind this familiar door, and eventually comes back a minute later, and he has with him what looks like a small book. It's like a little prayer book that fits in the palm of your hand. He says, it's not much, but I did have a little bit of info on Solan. This is a small prayer book that his initiates sometimes use.
Perfect. Thank you very much, brother. Could I perhaps borrow this for a few days?
It's yours to keep, please.
Oh, thank you very much. And I kind of do a bow, and I would, of course, make an offering to the temple, but and I kind of open my coin purse and let him see that I only have 5 copper pieces right
Let him
now.
watch the moth that takes flight.
Yeah.
He says, these are tough times for everyone. Don't be concerned with the coin, Jay. That's no problem.
And I think that I have no information about the carriage, so I think we'll be in town for a couple of days. If there's anything you need, any help I can do around the temple, please don't hesitate to ask.
Of course, brother. And he gives you a brief nod as you finish talk.
And I kind of bow and make my way out into the cold yet again. I still do want to go to the library.
Alright. So you are headed for the library, and meanwhile, the other 3 of you... Oh, that was a horrid noise. Goodness gracious. You 3 make your way towards the guardhouse, and stepping up there... What do you guys want to do? Yeah, it's
Yuri, I think you're gonna head
I-
off, right?
Oh, are you
I
disappearing?
was going to
Yuri?
go. I was disappearing to see if I could find blankets to insulate my crate.
Ah,
See how
with
much they
your
cost.
newfound coinage?
My newfound coinage.
Okay.
Too expensive, it's too expensive, but if I can afford it. Basically looking for the materials to make the crate a comfortable thing to crawl up into when it's fucking snowing.
Alright. Well, it's somewhat early in the day, and so as you wander around, you make your way towards the market district, a familiar spot that you've been to once or twice, where most shops are located. And you're not entirely sure where to go when your gaze falls upon a familiar sign of Bob's Warehouse.
That. Yes, it's the guy, Braxton goes to.
Shall you go there, or look for another shop?
We'll go there and look at some prices.
Okay. Making your way inside, you step into this large warehouse with all of its different items here and there. And Bob greets you. He's somewhat near the door as he looks over and he says, "Hello."
Hello, good sir. You have blankets. I was looking to see if I could afford one.
Let's see. He shows you some cloth products that he has. Near a bunch of clothes, there's a bunch of blankets and rolls of fabric, that sort of thing, that have been tucked together neatly in a display. And you want something that's like a nice big fuzzy blanket to line your crate with, right?
Something warm,
Okay.
for sure.
You find a blanket that might work for that looks like it's 5 silver.
I see. So would it be enough to do the entire thing, or
Yes.
is it...
You'll definitely have to take some shears to it and kind of readjust it, but it should work.
Okay.
I'll ask. That one looks like it'll do what I need it to do. And then I also need to look. I also need to look for some materials, a bit of nails, staples maybe, depending on whatever the thing I need to get it to work for the crate.
I might have something around here. And you're soon led towards another display that has a bunch of crafting supplies by it. Not everything, unfortunately, but some very basic items, like some nails, you can see are kind of laying here in what looks like a pail.
So, between my carpentry tools and my masonry tools and my blacksmith tools, would I be able to get the materials to insulate the crate from here?
From here, yep, if you dropped another silver piece on a whole bunch of nails, you would have enough.
Alright.
You gonna buy the 2?
I'm gonna buy the 2.
Okay, so you take all of these, and Bob bids you a good day.
Alright. In that meantime, I'm going to probably head back towards the Hunter's Lodge.
Okay.
The Hunter's Lodge. And I want to go in that little alleyway in which I was originally built my crate, and I want to work on it there.
Sure,
Yeah,
okay.
same place.
You go to the familiar spot and start to put this together. And meanwhile, let's see. Jay is headed up to Castle, bump into Braxton, and the two of you are over in front of the guardhouse. Let's do that first.
Okay.
You guys are here in front of the guardhouse, and there's a few people that are outside training. They're standing in the snow, swinging about what looks like some wooden weapons, and others have proper metal ones as they go through techniques and routines. You head through the door and see what you can find.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright. You step in to find a familiar sight. It's a bunch of guards in the room moving about, a few reading papers, things like that. But up at the front, there's a table where you would normally find an official who is going through some jobs and things like that, except in his place is a man whose muscles are so large to place armor on him would be likely impossible. And he has a completely bald head and what looks like a really, really thick handlebar mustache of just like golden hair.
I hesitate long enough to let Rook go first.
He has what looks like common clothes. No, perhaps the clothing of like a blacksmith? Somewhere in between. And he wears the crest of the guard there. You see like the little guard captain insignia there, though not worked into armor. It's just like pinned onto his actual coat.
We're in the castle, correct? Like castle
No, we're
guardhouse?
Guardhouse.
Guardhouse, okay.
Yeah. It's a separate building.
Extend my hand like, ha, good to meet you.
Good to meet you. And he extends his hand and goes to shake your hand. Make a strength check for me.
Let's see how good you are today. Last time you sucked.
Oh, what is
I was
that?
gonna roll.
What is this?
That's so sad.
That's beautiful.
Is this Jank?
Is that a 5?
It's Jank.
that's
Oh, reroll that.
I was about to roll to a 20.
I was about to go back to a 20.
Because my camera's over on the other side of the table.
This video game sucks dick.
Reroll.
Oh my god.
Alright, hold on. Okay. Good, 19?
There you go.
19? Okay. He has an incredibly strong grip, and you have to resist for a second to not have your hand crushed and really kind of just make an effort to give a squeeze back to him. And he says, "My name's Olaf. It's good to meet you."
Oh my god.
Good to meet you too. We're a bunch of adventurers, work for the town often.
You know what? I think I've heard of you.
Oh, have you? My eyes like glitter and shine.
You're the ones
Yeah.
that do work for Brick, right? You're Ghostwatch, aren't you?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. That's us.
So he looks at you and he says, "You must be
Rook.
right, Rook. It's
Yeah.
a pleasure."
Good to meet you too. I'm sorry I've never seen you around. I love the way you look. God, I hope that's not...
He says,
I love you.
He says, "Thank you, thank you," and he kind of like looks over at one of his arms and then looks back.
Wait. Oh, fuck, I got the picture. This guy's just fucking Armstrong from fucking Full Metal Alchemist.
The old guard captain retired a little while ago. He's getting tired of working around here. I have a feeling that we're going to be doing a lot of work together.
Be my honor. And Ghostwatch is, right? Ghostwatch? Like, looking at Ira's just Ira with me, or is Braxton with us too?
They told me there
in
was
the library.
5, was it not?
Yes, we're a bit scattered around right now.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. I'm Iris.
And good to meet you as well. He doesn't shake your hand.
Yeah, I don't even offer.
Yeah.
I saw his handshake book. I'm like, oh, that would be bad. I had images of like my hand being returned absolutely crushed.
Now, we came here to, we're looking
Imagery.
for...
Imagery?
Imagery.
Oh yeah, that's him. It's beautiful.
We came to the guard tower because Ghostwatch and a buddy of ours is going to escort a very large amount of caravan goods out of town, and we're hoping that it would track some wolves to, crush. But more people the
We could use some
merrier.
help.
Wolves are quite strong.
I see. Well, I don't have a lot of forces to spare right now, must admit.
Do I remember the guard's name that was the glorious guard of battle?
I don't know if we ever asked him his name. Actually, no, we did. We totally did
Or who
afterwards.
discovered it.
You'll have to
I just
search
don't
your
remember
notes. Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, Rook. See how much this guy likes you.
Glorious card of battle.
My
Shouldn't that be
muscles
a
help at all?
strength check based?
Oh wow.
Oh!
19. I buff up my pecs a little. Oh!
So glorious.
He
Damn,
says,
how'd that oil get there? Sorry.
"What day are you taking out this caravan?"
Well, that'd be on. Look at my note. What day is it?
Then 91st in the morning.
91st morning.
Well, I have the day
Oh,
off.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
so you'd want to join us, huh? Well, it is also a trek down to Isla, so you'd probably need a couple of days.
Rick told me I'd have to come and meet most of the people. Maybe this is a good chance to get to do some work alongside you.
Well,
Sounds good to me.
we'd love to have you, yeah.
Good. So, this caravan, when's it going?
In the morning.
91st morning. Sorry.
That's right.
He
The
scribbles
south
something
gate.
down on a piece of parchment and then tucks it into one of his pockets.
Meet you
Now-
there. I think we have a couple more stops, right, Rook? Go to the caravan.
Oh, yeah.
Should I meet you somewhere? Are you gonna come here?
Well, we
Here's
need
at
a...
the south gate. We'll be heading that direction.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I'll see you then.
See you then.
Right.
Can I give him a final goodbye handshake?
Oh, asking for another roll is a rookie mistake.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You rolled pretty high on those.
You mean a
You mean you
mistake?
rolled like a 16 or a 7. It was like a 19 total.
Oh god.
Please roll
You're
again.
fucked. I'll see you in the afterlife.
May I
Richie.
action surge this? Can it be 2 rolls?
Everything he has into this.
I'll let you roll twice and take the advantage. Like, you can roll once with advantage here. Let's see what you get. It's clear this means a lot to you.
This is gonna be bad.
He's not good at these. He's not good at these.
Oh!
He's pretty
16.
average.
It's not bad.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
You're only gonna have a minor sprain.
Rook,
Maybe it'll just break
The
entirely.
illusion's grin.
you take 11 points of damage as your hand is crushed.
That's
And-
like some serious shit, man.
And like a little like tear wells up on the side of your eye while he's still holding your hand. He says, "Not bad, son, not bad." And then he lets go of your hand, and like one of your fingers is like pointing in the wrong direction.
Not bad yourself.
Better come see Jay now.
You think that you hear two guards laughing in the corner of the room.
I like hands
I'm
still
gonna have to
extended.
handshake this guy when I meet him.
Like no movement in my whole arm. It's just like still 90-degree for the handshake. Turn around and walk out the door.
Okay.
I'll give like a half curtsy to the guy and then go ahead and leave
Okay.
with a wide grin.
I'm so manly. I'm so manly. I'm so manly.
All
I'm
right.
so manly. I'm so manly. I've only had bad handshakes with 2 people now.
You make your way outside, and meanwhile, back at the castle, everybody's hands are mostly intact. Jay, you make your way through and go towards the archives, and there you find Braxton studiously going over a book. There's one of the officials who's kind of organizing some papers, and Gray is seated at a table as well.
Okay. I am going to just go through the books, looking to see if there is anything on Asperis, and I think there's another god that's mad at us. But me as a character can't remember which god it is, so I guess I'll just look for Asperis.
It's so hard to keep track of all the gods that want to kill us.
Cause we're so cool.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Get that sweet +1 from my new intelligence.
Oh.
That's a 3.
Oh. Okay. You look around and find nothing, sadly.
Okay. I will make my way over to the table where Gray is.
Ah, okay. Braxton,
And-
you see as Jay makes his way in here, he walks over and stares at some books and then sits down at the other table.
Oh no, I don't want to sit down. I just want to like walk past
You looking for
Okay.
something,
and
Jay?
and like I just want to like nod towards Gray, like let him know like
Oh, okay.
I'm here. If there's anything he wanted to like say to me, like
He gives you a brief wave.
okay, and then I'll make my way over to Braxton.
Okay.
Same deal.
You looking for something?
No, just thought I might check and see if there was anything interesting here, but nothing quite like what I had in mind.
Well, I've looked around a bit. What are you looking for?
Books on gods, boring stuff. Is your
Did I-
research going well
Did I
then?
happen to see any of those? Could I help them out?
No, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of religious literature here. And you get a feeling that that book on the Red Queen that you had found a little while back, it's kind of like an oddity in this collection.
Yes, I don't think there are many books on religion here, Jay. They don't seem to be abundant. Sorry.
All good. You were looking
just-
for books on gods?
I came across one. The Red Queen. The town to the east was all burnt up, but I swapped that one out for some tactics because what we just came back from. My mind is a bit stuck on. That's what I'm reading right now.
Right. I'll see you around.
Hey, Jay, you're good. You're in with the king, right? I don't know him very much. Do you think, maybe not now, but in the future, ask him about renting books? Not today. Maybe
Or
after our
what-
next little.
What were you
Endeavor.
looking to rent?
Or just anything. It would be nice to rent books, is all I'm saying.
Kind of a weird question, but can I insight check my party member?
Sure. What do
Jay
you want to
already.
know?
I want to know if he's looking for books that Jay would deem unsightly.
Oh, like if he's looking for something nefarious? Like, you don't have
Yeah,
a
like
Necronomicon in the back,
necromantic.
do you? Okay. Sure, roll insight.
You can just look at the book I'm reading right now.
21.
It seems as though Braxton is asking this with no hint of hiding something from you. It doesn't seem like he has some sort of grim ulterior motive behind his questioning. He just legitimately wants to read some books.
Okay. I kind of like noticeably relax a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, I'll run it by Brick next time we meet with him.
Oh, wonderful. I'd ask him, but I don't know very well.
Right. Well, if you need anything, I'm going to be looking for the rest of the party. As I now realize I have no idea where anyone is.
You know where I'll be.
Yeah. Good luck with your research, and I'll kind of tip my hat and walk out.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go look for you.
Alright. So Braxton will read, and you're looking for the group. How about... let's see. It would not take you too long to nail this down and get everything set up. Yuri, you can count your crate as being insulated. It is all good.
Beautiful.
After a short period of time, maybe half an hour to an hour, you've got it all fixed up. And elsewhere in the town, you have just finished speaking with the new guard captain, Olaf. What are you two up to?
Well, we're gonna head to the, I guess, market,
Okay.
and try to find this caravan reading the note that Wynn gave us.
Good idea.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Go ahead and roll for me a perception check.
Should I help with this or no?
You certainly can do your own roll.
19.
Oh. Watch me watch me get this one. 10.
And Ira, yours was?
19.
19. Okay. So as you make your way in towards here, the market is somewhat barren. There's not a lot going on. However, you can see over near a very popular stable, there appears to be a whole bunch of different caravans there, and one of them matches this description. You can see it doesn't have its horses attached to it right now. They seem to be missing, but there is what looks to be a long chain of 4 carriages all attached to one another.
Okay. Kind of head over to whoever seems to be overseeing this, or someone walking alongside, or if there's anyone nearby, basically.
Oh. Okay, as you make your way over, you can see what looks like a few common folk that are currently moving some things around on the carriage. Somebody carries out a barrel, another person puts like a little crate in, and it looks like they're just some of the hands that kind of help out with it. You don't see anyone that really looks like they own the place.
Okay.
One of them looks over and goes, "You need anything, miss?"
Yes, I was looking for whoever was running this caravan. They were looking for extra guards.
Boss man's getting a drink, I think.
Can you point where he is?
He points off towards an inn off in the distance.
Right. Do you know his name?
Well, boss?
Yeah.
Yes, boss.
I swear to God, if it's just boss.
Thank you. And I'll go ahead and head over towards that inn.
Okay.
I follow.
Let's see here. There we go. It is a small little inn that I think that you guys have been to before. It is named the Roadside Levy.
Oh, isn't that the place that Rook and I helped out the caravan that was coming there?
Yeah, so you guys did like a small job for him on your little...
Oh, that's with the box. Fuck.
The box.
It never goes away.
As you guys step inside, you can see it's rather busy, and it seems as though the majority of the tables have all been kind of clumped together into one side of the room for one incredibly large party. And here, you can see that there is a group of maybe 24 people packed into this one area.
Oh. Dang. What do they look like?
You see what looks like merchants, some other people that look like mercenaries. It definitely seems like a caravan troop, like all of the different types of people, save for the poor ones who are staying out by the carriage, of course, are all accounted for.
Okay. Does the barkeep notice us?
The barkeep sees you as you enter, and he blinks for a second and he goes, "Hey!"
Hey,
Hello, hello.
did your friend ever get the autograph? Voice crack.
Certainly did.
Good, that's
Is
good.
he
It's been a
safe?
long time.
What have you guys been up to? Tough times in the city these days.
Yeah, trying to help out. These
Yeah.
wolves have been a problem.
Yep, I'd say so.
If we take some of them down.
I kind of like look over towards the big party.
That's the caravan that's heading out in a few days, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the one. Been buying a lot of ale, a lot of food. Apparently, some of the folks don't know if they're gonna make it.
I hear they're hiring any guards that'll come by, or
Well, I don't know about that. You can ask them.
How many
Yeah, I just
how
wondered.
many like armored people? Like armed. Sorry.
Oh. You see what looks like maybe 4 people that are mercenaries. The rest seem to be either merchants or maybe people that are meant to be moving around objects. Like they look like they're like definitely good physical shape, but not necessarily very well armed. Like someone in common clothes who looks quite muscular with a short sword at his side, that kind of thing.
Got it.
Gotcha. There's no one that's like just blinged out, is there? Or
There is one man who seems to be at the center of one of the tables who looks rather blinged out.
Is that the guy?
Probably.
Is he the same guy that we saw in the Saffron Mines?
Oh, no, most certainly not.
Okay.
all right.
to the barkeep. Hey, what's Flashy's name?
Oh, that's Bodan. Yeah, he owns the whole caravan, I think.
Quite rich, huh?
Some nice clothes.
Well, got some work to do with them. We'll catch you later.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks. And we'll head over to the table. I hope
Okay.
everything stops like a record screech.
No, everyone seems to be heavy in the drink and food, and as you guys make your way over, a couple of people look in your direction. And perhaps noticing that some people are looking over, so too does Bodan turn and face you for a second.
Hey, Bodan. We're a bunch of mercenaries, people that work for the town as well, heavily for the town, and we know that you have a caravan going out. I'll flip him the note from Win?
Ah. He goes, "Oh yeah. Yeah, I could use some more help. You guys gonna be coming along then?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know Win, yeah?
Yep. Already
Yeah, we
spoke
got a
with
group
him.
of okay. Got a group of 7, including Win.
That's nice. Look, it's 10 gold for each of you.
Good to me.
Does that
Sounds
work?
good to me.
All right.
If we make it to Ilos, that's 10. Make it back in, it's another 10.
Okay.
All right.
Right to the point.
Well then.
Will we
you're
meet you
leaving morning of the 91st, right?
That's the one. He seems to be pausing, not in a way where it's like he's waiting for you to say something. It's like he's waiting for you to leave.
Okay.
Like,
We'll meet you at your caravan morning of the 91st.
Yeah,
Southgate sound good?
we can
Alright,
be there
thanks.
if you want to get paid.
Even.
Nod at him and turn to leave.
Okay. So the two of you step out of this familiar inn and make your way back into the market. And
Don't like that guy.
Bodan seems
He's
like a
got
bit of a
business
dick.
to do. This is the castle, I think.
Are you going to go to the castle to meet everyone as well, Yuri?
As soon as I'm done with my crate, probably, especially if nobody comes by the Hunter's Order again.
Okay. So for the sake of simplicity, we'll have everybody meet up at the castle. It's while you're taking a brief break from reading Braxton that you step into the barracks for a second to sit down, and you bump into the rest of the group, and soon Yuri makes his way over there as well, and Jay comes back, and see, everybody is all gathered here. It is late in the afternoon, early evening at this point.
Okay. I'll go ahead and kind of fill in everybody on what's going on. That we have a caravan that we're going to be guarding out to Ilos, hopefully to find some wolves and take them down. Not only getting food for the city, but also getting us some coin. 10 gold there, 10 gold back, plus pelts. Typically splits between us, Win, and probably the guardsman, though I don't know if he'll take it.
Sounds a bit more doable.
Guardsman?
Oh! Like my eyes shine. We met a wonderful man. There's a new head of the guard apparently, and well, we spoke to him, see if we can get some guards, and well, he wanted to help himself. He's I'll look to Jay with my mangled hand. He
I wanna closely inspect this hand as a dwarf.
quite strong, very strong, very very strong.
You look really strong for an orc, but every time it matters, doesn't look like you pull through.
Dude, you try shaking his hand. It felt like a giant.
I will shake his hand. I won't have no pansy-ass response like yours.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, it's good to know he's coming along. I'll
Roll
you
jealousy,
need
Jay.
me to look at that hand there, Rook?
It'll probably heal overnight, but it kind of hurts.
Speaking of which, I want to hand him his 5 gold back.
Oh, thanks.
Whoa,
Turns
D8.
out-
And
Nothing
I'll
like
You
give
his
heal
other
everybody.
8 points, and the most reluctant cure wounds you've ever seen Jay do.
Wait, Jay, is everything okay? What's
Fine, it's fine. That's all I really have.
Thanks,
I'll go
Jay.
ahead and hand Braxton and Jay their 1.8 gold.
Okay.
That was from the pelts.
Oh, good. Now I have 1.8 gold. Wonderful.
More than you had before.
Thank you.
Sure.
Jeez.
Write down, I gave you your 5 gold back, Uchi.
I did.
Gotta make sure on this shit. Money's important.
Hey, I know good berries are great and all, but is there dinner being served in the mess hall? I'd love
I
actual
don't
food.
know. I was going to go check. I'm actually gonna head to Bella's temple. I can give the rest of these to people who need them.
Oh, that's quite like you.
So I'll be back in a bit,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and head out and get over to the Temple of Bella
Alright.
fairly quickly, hopefully.
So, making your
There's
way
walks
over
right
towards the Temple of Bella, the rest of you four are left here. Are you guys gonna just kind of hang around and wait till she returns, or what?
I'd go with her if she's
Okay.
open to taking me with her.
I'm just gonna like fiddle with my crate.
Okay.
I'm
Probably
gonna go
back.
to the mess hall and eat.
Probably back to the library for me.
Alright.
Oh,
So,
fuck no, I'm following Rook to the mess hall. Fuck the crate.
the mess
I'm
hall
keeping
does
Crate with
indeed
me,
have some
obviously.
food, and the guards are being served relatively simple meals, and you guys are able to line up and just get some there as well, and are treated basically like honorary members of the guard. Meanwhile, off in the city, the two of you make your way over and deliver these good berries to the temple.
Yep.
And The
25.
clerics there happily take them. And they thank you for your service and reassure you that they'll get them to the people that need them the most.
Okay. Well, you may as well take these as well. And I'll spend all 3 of my remaining spell slots for the day to make 30 more good berries.
Alright.
Go ahead and hand that to them as well.
And then head back to the castle.
So at this point, I don't know if there's more specific business to be done, and if you want, we can fast forward through the next day.
The only thing I'd like to do is that day, I'd hang out in the kitchen and help the cook and hopefully learn a little bit more.
Okay.
Can I roll my library check?
You most certainly can. We'll get to that in a sec.
I would like to try and improve my axe just with the smith's tools.
Ah.
Not without the forge.
Okay. So we have a few skill checks then to make. Go ahead and make 3 checks, all intelligence, please there, Braxton. You can double what their numbers are after all of your stuff, of course. And what are you doing? Oh, yeah,
They don't like to pick up.
Having issues.
You can double whatever their values are.
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
That's not bad. So that's like 40
Too
right
bad.
there.
Plus add, 3 to each, so...
Yep.
I'll just add... Alright, I'll do the math on that.
Yeah, let me know if you finish the book or not.
I will let you know.
Okay.
43 times 2 is
D6.
86.
That's exactly what I need. I had 14.
It was literally exactly what I needed.
Nice. Okay, so you finish
That's
reading the
pretty
book, and by the time that that day finishes, so let's do this here. Go. You managed to extract some interesting knowledge from this book. Let's roll some luck and see how much was in it. That's a 7. Not too much.
Suck at luck.
The book seems to have a couple useful topics here and there, and you find that there isn't anything specifically speaking on the tactics for dealing with wolves, but when dealing with troops that can only use melee combat, there are some interesting tactics which are laid out that involve like using different formations to try and keep people at bay, and using like a it's like a semicircle almost, where like you envelop your opponents using as much ranged weaponry as you can. You might be able to call back on it to try and come up with some useful info later, but it didn't really seem to be directly applicable to your fight with all the winter wolves.
Okay.
Let's see here. Airspill's gonna do a bunch of cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Before she
And-
starts cooking,
Mhm.
can I ask her if she's willing to do the goodberry thing again, and I could go distribute them for her while she cooks?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can do that during the second day as well.
Sure, but we won't have any when we leave tomorrow.
Well, perhaps don't do as many as you did yesterday. You know what I mean? Save
here.
some for us.
I'll hand him 20.
Okay,
That's
thank you.
2 spell slots. I have to save it 1 for the night.
So you bring good berries to the town, and you do that practice. You're pretty good with cooking at this point, so there's no need for that, but you'll have to roll to not screw up your axe there, Yuri. So how about you go ahead and roll a blacksmith check using strength as the modifier.
I believe.
Banked.
I just say it's a 12.
The ye old 12-13.
I'm fine with going with the 12.
Oh, it's jank, dude. You gotta re-roll.
12.5.
Fucking hate everything.
Yep.
I was perfectly content with the 12.
Sometimes the jank helps, sometimes it sucks.
The jank giveth, the jank taketh away.
It's a 5.
A 5. Okay. You don't manage to really make any progress on your axe. This is the latest thing for what you're trying to learn. Using these tools is the most foreign to you, and you manage to get a little bit done trying to fix some things up, and then your hand slips, and you scrape along the side of your axe with a file that you were attempting to use, leaving a kind of unsightly scrape on it. It's nothing that'll affect its performance, but you kind of made it look worse.
I'll get the hang of this eventually. If I don't get fucking screwed over by janked rolls every time. Janked rolls. I'm sure if I roll right now, it's a 20. It would have been.
You guys fix up some of your weapons. Some of you read some books, and some of you do some cooking. And some of you distribute food to the poor.
I don't really want to hold us up. I feel like my character might actually go to a smith to get, like, tips after fucking up like that.
Oh, sure. Well, who would you go to, I suppose?
Probably the guy I found in the lower quarter.
Ah, yes.
Mouser.
So, you go to speak with Mouser, and... let's see here. At the downtown smithy, you step inside. Let's see. As you make your way in, he looks over and sees you there, and he gives you a brief nod as you step in, and you see that his shop is rather empty. There's not a lot on display, and it doesn't seem like he's really working on anything either.
Yeah. Hey, Mouser.
Hey.
You're a good smith, and I really appreciate you letting me use your forge last time. Is it possible I could get some tips? I was messing with my smith kit, and I show him my axe, and I just like, yeah, sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't.
Probably just putting too much pressure with that kind of file. Here. And he shows you, like, some motions on how to use your tools better.
Huh.
And I'd like you to make an insight check, please.
Swear to God, jankness. Don't you jank me. Don't Jew me. Ah!
Hey.
20.
A nat 20?
No, a 20.
Oh, okay.
Not a nat. Unnatural.
You get the sense that Mouser's feeling really down about something. And while he's showing you these, he definitely seems, like, sullen and kind of upset. Not with you, but, like, something is clearly weighing on him.
You alright? Seem a bit down.
Yeah. Had my shop broken into a few days ago.
They won't, and I want to be really angry. I want to be like, this is not okay.
Yeah, I just came in one morning, window was broken, most of my stuff gone.
Alright, I'm a find the bastard. And I want to stomp out and start looking.
Just leave.
I want, if he stop, I'm hoping he'll stop me, but I want, like, very noticeably angry.
You hear him as you go to the door, he just goes, jeez. Okay, so you're now out in the streets.
Did I learn anything in the process?
Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
I'm great at these.
Because you don't have proficiency in blacksmithing tools, do you?
Nope. That is a 12.
12. Okay. So, you think the tips will be useful, but you're definitely nowhere near achieving your next level of mastery. And you go stomping out into the street, hoping to find a man standing out there with a little black mask on and a large sack over his shoulder, but he's not there. What do you want to do?
Sorry, my mother's yelling at me. Probably something amiss
I see.
that they've fixed. Well, are there any signs? I want to search. You know, gotta right this wrong.
You want to search? Okay.
I want to see if I can find any. Like, we're going detective work.
All right. Where are you looking? What are you doing?
I'll start at the window.
Okay. An investigation check, please. Detective Yuri is on the case. Oh, fuck.
Detective Yuri's failed miserably.
As he wanders
That's
town.
2.
You look at the window and you see nothing. It's clear that Mouser has replaced it. Or perhaps it was all a ruse. Who knows? But it is not broken.
Alright, it's not broken. Window's been replaced. This is probably several days ago, so there's no footprints.
I did what I could.
You know, maybe I should have asked him some more questions. Then again, I'm not really a detective. And I say this to myself.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna head back to the castle.
Okay. You eventually all meet up. It's the 91st, and it's early in the morning.
There was one thing I want to do.
Oh yeah, what's up?
I was hoping there would be some downtime to where like I could find.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You could fuck.
Yeah, he's dead.
Hoping for some downtime
Game
so I
over.
can fuck!
Becky,
That pussy! Come
Becky,
back. Rook, please.
Ride or foot.
I believe.
At some point, I want to talk to Ira about tracking down a criminal who broke into a blacksmith shop.
well, let me tell you about our last party member. We had to track down her after all of her crimes, too.
So you're proficient in this.
User
Check
entered
the
your
guardhouse,
channel.
that's usually where we found her. In chains.
Bring bail money.
Bring bail money. No, I'm not looking. That's not what I want. I think
You back,
you
Rook?
have a misunderstanding.
Oh. Oh?
There he is.
Huh?
Double Rook.
Huh?
Twice the
Huh?
Rook.
Rook 1.
Hey, that's me.
Yep.
Get that fucker out of here.
Yep. Okay. So, a couple of things are happening here. What is it, Rook? What did you want to do? Because you cut off right before you said what you wanted to do.
Oh, I wanted to find Jay in his free time.
Oh, okay. Sure. So it's the 90th, and you bumped into Jay.
Oh, hey Jay.
What's up, Rook?
There's no one's around, right?
Yeah, you guys are
None-
just like in a hall in the castle.
Okay. I've been meaning to give you something. I've been looking for the right time. Rummaging through backpack, I hand you the dragon skull necklace with the reminder of our friends.
Romance restored.
It's sorry if it brings up bad memories, but I like to remember our friends, you know?
Definitely not the best memories, but I'm gonna treasure this. Thank you. And I kind of take out Sparky's spellbook, and I just like hold the necklace to it for like a few seconds, and then I put the notebook, the spellbook back in my bag, and I hang the necklace around my neck.
He was a wizard. He didn't do magic tricks too good, but he did magic one.
Got a wizard egg.
Remember when he on that play?
Yeah, he did a real shit job at it.
It was,
That play spawned a cult out of
it
character.
was good
It was a
times,
very
though, right?
good play, apparently.
Was what it needed to be.
No one
Yeah.
had seen a performance of horses like that in 100
I wonder
years.
where I wonder where Ghostwatch is these days.
Yeah, he is a party member too.
Thank you, Rook.
He's the party leader.
I appreciate it.
No problem, Jay. And always remember, ride or die.
Ride or die, friend. Smile.
Inspirational music plays.
And
You
then
say it like
continue
you're
on
like
Jay.
two people, like two office workers, just like lean out of the cubicle. Oh, you're heading home, Dave? Yep. Ride or die. Ride or die.
Awesome.
Okay. So you exchange that there and hand over this sentimental necklace. And afterwards, let's see here. I think that was more or less it, was it not?
That was
I
it.
do look pimpin' now. I have 3 necklaces.
Okay. It's the 91st, and you've met up by the castle. Some of you have slept in different places, perhaps the temple, perhaps the order, but you're all here now on the castle steps, ready to go. What do you guys want to do? It is weather roll. It's an average day. You can see there's some cold winds and some snow that blows about, but nothing too intense. You can still see in front of you, which is nice, and it's not so much snow that you'd have trouble moving around.
While we travel, maybe I'll say, I read a fine book in the library. Talked about when we're fighting things, maybe think about more where we're standing. Maybe I'll go into some of the things the book said. That'll help.
Think about where we're standing. You mean up in your little
know,
rope
like-
treehouse?
No, if there's like a bunch of wolves over here, arrange yourselves like this so that you're not taking too many attacks. And I'll just get
What
into
do
a
you
nerdy
mean
little.
by
see-
this?
You see that as Braxton lays this out, it's like the complete opposite of what you guys did, where it's like you guys are surrounding the enemies instead of all the enemies surrounding you.
Hey, so you're telling me the wolves are better at tactics than we are?
Well, they were.
I think we just
I
didn't
walk
go into
away.
that real well.
All I'm saying is let's think about the next fight before we go in.
I always think
Uh-huh.
about going in.
God
The,
damn
s-
it.
the setup rather than the engagement.
Kill me.
Actually, Braxton, I'd love to work with you on this.
Just gonna
Haven't
be
really
just-
done too much of that kind. More of just we attack, and that
I wanna-
usually does it.
I want to train myself to use my box as a reaction. Dive in the box whenever they use frost breath.
Well, we have a bit
Box
of a journey. We
tactics.
can discuss it on the way here. How about that?
That sounds good.
Okay. So
Let's
where
head
are
out
you
for
going?
now. We'll go to the south gate,
Okay.
where we told them we would be.
Heading towards the south gate, you guys stand around there, and it's early morning, and you see that there are a couple of figures nearby that you recognize, one of which is Wynn, who's leaning up against a wall smoking his pipe. The gates are open, and he's just kind of like staring out into the winter wonderland beyond. And over talking to a couple of guards is the incredibly large and tall Olaf, who is a 7-foot tall, like, pillar of a man, who kind of like dwarfs most of the other members here. And you can
Is
see
he
he
actually
has like
human,
a big
or is he a Goliath?
he has a winter coat on him, and his little bald head there has like a couple little pieces of snow that have settled on it and then just like run off into water.
I wave him like, "Hey Olaf, good to see you."
Ah, there you all are. It's good to see you all.
I'll go talk to Win. This guy's scary.
My God, he's a man.
He turns
This is
over
the
and he
beast of
says,
a man you were talking about, Rook. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, good sir.
"And who might you be?"
Oh, I'm Braxton, the party wizard. It's a pleasure.
He
I'll
extends
extend
a
my
handshake to you.
mage hand. I'll mage hand shake his hand.
It puffs into a puff of smoke.
He slaps it, causing the hand to just like disappear, and he says, "Ah, the trickster of the group, I see.
Not a fan of magic, are we?
Oh, there's some magic I like."
I like the magic you bring to me in the sweet hours of the night.
I hope he's a pure caster. Like he's a sorcerer. He just has super buff ass muscles.
God damn it.
God,
good to have you
sorcerer
with
with a
us,
strength of
Olaf.
24.
He looks around, he says, "So where's this caravan?"
Not even gonna ask about me. Sadness. I'm just like staring at him.
It
This is just in awe, in just awe.
the leader of the caravan wasn't too how should I say, friendly when telling us where to meet. But
You don't think he's left us behind, do you?
no, didn't seem like he had enough mercenaries to be that shoving.
I hope he turns up soon. And meanwhile, Wynn is speaking to you there, Irisville. He sees you approach, he looks over and he says, "Oh, hey Irisville, how's it going?"
It's doing. Found some help with the guards, and I kind of like motion over to the other group and the giant hulking figure of the man over there.
And like 4 boys just gawking at him.
The I don't know. I think he's the guard captain now. The old one retired, but
Oh no.
you. Oh. Yes.
Bringing Olaf?
I mean, look at him. Can't say he won't be helping a fight.
He just takes like a huge drag from his pipe.
Why doesn't he like Olaf?
You guys
The
are all
exact
interrupted in your different conversations by the sound of wheels clattering on cobblestone and horse hooves as well, as this incredibly large 4-stage caravan with its 8 horses suddenly pulls up here. And you see Bodan seated at the front, a man to his side, which looks like some poor boy who actually is holding the reins. And he looks down at all of you and he says, "Yeah, you're the ones, right? Come on, get on, let's go."
Okay, we get on.
All right.
Can we get on like different sectors? Is there like parts in the middle? I guess like how's the anatomy of the caravan?
So to draw that in, it would be 4 boxes, more or less. So, let's see here. Most of them are quite large, like this. But the one up at the front is a little bit smaller. And then all of the horses out in here.
Basically, just a train wagon pulled by horses.
Yeah. Go ahead and see. We're
Are there-
heading down that way. Yeah, I'll kind of sit like over here on this side or something like that.
Are there places to stand like on like? Can we sit on the caravan and still look out? Like on any part of the place? Like if I were to sit back here, is that comfortable?
Yeah, hold on
And can I see?
second. Just making a couple
Alright.
of figures. So, the caravans here, let's see. Okay. The anatomy of the caravans are interesting, to say the least. While there is a bench up on the front upon which Bodan sits with a couple of people, the rest of them all seem to be easily accessible by a little ladder that runs up on their side. It seems that the entirety of the inside must be dedicated to holding stuff, and the rest of the cruise just sits atop the different caravans.
Okay.
So here we have Olaf,
I assume that was Win.
and here we
Yeah.
have Win. Yep.
Crap out of here.
Olaf
We have
goes
a-
to sit on the very back one here, and Win takes note, like watching which one he goes to, and chooses like a different one. Bodan seems to be keenly watching the fact that the captain of the guard is also coming along, and he takes note of this as well, pausing from being a grumpy man for a second to go, "Oh goodness," and stare as this guy makes his way to the back caravan. You can place yourselves wherever you want to be.
I think I'm good there.
Everybody like goes for this.
I'd love to be with that guy, but I think Ira and I are talking about something.
Yeah. I like pat my seat next to Jay.
Okay.
Is he by himself back here? Or does
What?
he have guards with him? Is
Oh,
Olaf by
Bodan's.
himself back
Oh,
here?
Olaf. He's not bringing anyone with him.
Alright,
Olaf.
so
Are there
he's
any
over here.
no-name mercenaries?
Oh, you can see some no-name mercenaries. It appears that some of these folks are meant for fighting.
If there's nobody on the back carriage with Olaf, I'm gonna be there. If there is people, I'm gonna be over here.
It appears that they leave 2 on each caravan. And of course, there's a few up front here as well. So is that going to be the position?
Looks like it.
Okay. Everybody gears up and takes their respective spots, and then starts to head off as the caravan makes its way through the gatehouse here. And we will end the session there.
Oh, what?
We're
No!
ending early.
Can I take the
We
first
need
hour to
murder some
resummon
people.
Beatrice?
Yep, you can certainly have that. That's fine.
Okay.
Let's see
Been ending
here.
so early.
Oh no.
Well, look how
2 or
many
3 weeks in a
fucking people
row.
are here.
Go. Perfect.
I'm in an outrage. I'd like to rage.
Up to rage. Okay.
I would like to rage. I want to use my ability to rage.
Take a good look at all these dispendable Rogues for
Bodies.
hire.
That NPC has no name. That one has no name.
NPC has no name.
Just calculating which ones you'll throw to the wolves first.
I mean,
None of them, because we won't be there.
They're like the red shirts in Star Trek.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
That's gonna suck.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to end the session yet. It was like, yes,
We're
we
going-
get to skip through the day and maybe get like a combat in, and like help out a little bit, but that's not.
Our other combat was like over an hour, so
I miss the days where Jay determined our schedule.
Oh well.
I have some things to take care of, and sometimes life calls, so
Oh, okay.
Fair.
No, that's fine.
Fair.
I'm going to end the session early.
Yeah, you're good then.
I also have other schedule changes that'll be coming up around the bend and whatnot. We'll see how those go and whatnot, but let's see. Let's go ahead and save this game here before I forget.
True, he could have killed us.
our life art was in his hands. Still is, but it just make the train explode.
There we go. Well, and you don't know when the time will skip, or if it will, so who knows what will happen.
I mean, table talk generally we do. Our characters don't. So hopeful, but
Hopefully.
oh man, we'll see what happens. We'll
Come
see what
back like the
happens.
town is on fire. The captain guard just died out of nowhere.
Olaf killed everyone.
yeah. Why the fuck don't they like Olaf?
Olaf turned out to be the
It's a
giant.
mystery.
Olaf solos the giant and all of his wolves at the same time.
Well, his handshake did 11 damage.
Thus throwing shade on everybody else.
What the hell?
So, thanks to everybody for watching. The players, you guys did great. Our audience members, always a pleasure to have you. And our patrons, I mean, couldn't do it without you. We're going to talk some random stuff if you want to hang around. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week, Monday. You have a good one.
Oh, Monday session. That will be a good one.
Oh, shit. No, there's no Monday. There's no Monday happening. That's a good reminder. There's no Monday session.
Oh, is
They
that
actually
because of all
died?
the shit going on with them?
We're not going to be streaming on Monday.
There's some
They
drama.
fucked up so bad they can't stream it.
Oh god damn, Will.
Getting a little savage over there.
Well, it's
I
Casey,
thought we were
so
dead.
yeah, I gotta be savage to Casey.
Yeah.